ethos.com/Mike.
This is the KSVP Community Calendar, a look at things to do in Artesia, Eddy County, and the Pecos Valley. Artesia Clean and Beautiful will be hosting Shred Day on Friday, November 14th, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. with CARC document destruction. They'll be parked in the south parking lot of the Artesia Public Library. Bring any documents you would like to have destroyed. You can also bring magazines, newspapers, and junk mail. Call 575-748-3192. Heirloom Acres Corn Maze and Pumpkin Patch will be open October 4th through the 26th. Fridays 5 to 8 p.m., Saturdays 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sundays 2 to 8 p.m. Heirloom Acres is located east of Artesia, 1706 East Main Street on U.S. Highway 82. To have your event listed on the KSVP Community Calendar, email calendar@ksvpradio.com. Please let us know at least 1 week in advance.
This is KSVP and K229AS Artesia.
Points out,
until the district court acts on the second temporary restraining order, National Guard members from Oregon, or from other states for that matter, cannot be deployed.
that second order issued after deploying California National Guard troops to Oregon. The Trump administration has argued the legal reasoning underlying the two orders is the same, making the second also invalid. It's argued the troops are needed to protect federal property from protesters. I'm Ben Thomas.
Vice President Vance has joined the Trump team on a mission to Israel to shore up the Gaza peace agreement, challenged when some Hamas terrorists fatally shot 2 Israeli soldiers. President Trump says Hamas better get its act together or else.
We're going to give it a little chance, and hopefully there will be a little less violence. But right now, you know, they're violent people. Hamas has been very violent, but they don't have the backing of Iran anymore. They don't have the backing of really anybody anymore. They have to be good. And if they're not good, they'll be eradicated.
Mr. Trump says in that case, Israel would be given free rein to finish what it started, the complete destruction of Hamas. At 21 days, the current government shutdown tied for the second longest shutdown ever. The Senate took an 11th vote on a Republican bill to end it. Once again, the Democrats voted to keep the government closed. Gas Buddy's national average for a gallon, $2.98, lowest price since way back in 2020 during the pandemic. Watching Wall Street, the Dow futures are flat. NASDAQ futures down 2 points. The S&P futures 1 1/4 point higher ahead of this morning's opening bell. More on these stories, townhall.com.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com, because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S, ethos.com/Mike.
With Progressive's collision coverage, my family gets up to $1,000 for vet bills if I'm injured in a car accident. And that makes this Chihuahua really feel like part of the family. What's that? I don't sound like a Chihuahua? Oh, I'm sorry. What exactly am I supposed to sound like? I guess all Chihuahuas are high-strung, riding around in expensive designer purses. Actually, I prefer riding in cars. So I appreciate that my family protects me with Progressive's pet collision coverage. Okay, maybe I am a little high-strung. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Not available in all states. Coverage for dogs and cats is included with the purchase of collision coverage and is subject to policy terms.
Part of the White House East Wing is being demolished, clearing the way for construction of a multi-million-dollar privately funded ballroom.
The extent to which the East Wing of the White House will be torn down to make way for the new ballroom isn't clear. But crews have been seen using cranes and other heavy equipment to remove large sections of the building. President Trump previously said the $250 million ballroom would be near the existing structure but would not change it. In a social media post, Mr. Trump confirmed that ground had been broken and that, as he put it, the big, beautiful White House ballroom would be completely separate from the White House itself.
And that's BBC's Peter Bowes. Japan's parliament has elected conservative Sanae Takaichi as the country's first female prime minister. Takaichi heads the Liberal Democratic Party. Later in the day, she will present a cabinet with a number of allies of LDP's most powerful kingmaker, Taro Aso. Townhall.com. Atlanta police thwart a potential mass shooting at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport.
Police say a family September told investigators Billy Joe Cagle of Cartersville, Georgia, had plans to shoot up the airport Monday, where they found an assault rifle and ammunition in his truck outside the airport. Cagle had described his plan to shoot up the world's busiest airport on a social media live stream, investigators said during a news conference. The 49-year-old Cagle arrived at the airport in his pickup truck that was parked right outside the doors to the airport terminal. He's facing several charges, including terroristic threats and possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony. I'm Bill Alexander.
President Trump voicing confidence in reaching a fantastic trade deal with Chinese President Xi Jinping. Same time, he mentions tariffs as a negotiating tool. Mr. Trump may meet with his Chinese counterpart during an upcoming trip to Asia. More on these stories, townhall.com.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
To be the new florist for the KSVIP. If you know someone who is having a special date or event, a birthday, anniversary, or something big is happening in their life, let's make them the KSVIP. On their day, we'll say something on the radio about your special person, and they will receive a beautiful flower from Nell's Floral. So call KSVP at 575-746-2751 and nominate your KSVIP.
Good morning, Artesia. It is Tuesday, October 21st. I'm your host, Scott Pettis. So glad that you are joining us today. Hey, we have a full show this hour. HS football boosters in the hospital. Next hour, of course, we'll talk to the chamber. In the 9 o'clock hour, we're going to talk to Adopt a Pet and the Eddy County DWI. So, hey, let's jump right into it. Let's jump into the scriptures to begin with. Leviticus 19. I think we've been here before, but we're coming back. Leviticus 19, picking up in verse 15. The word of the Lord says, "You shall do no injustice in the court. You shall not be partial to the poor or defer to the great, but in righteousness shall you judge your neighbor. You shall not go around as a slanderer among your people, and you shall not stand up against the life of your neighbor. I am the Lord. You shall not hate your brother in your heart, and you shall reason frankly with your neighbor, lest you incur sin because of him. You shall not take vengeance or bear a grudge against the sons of your own people, but you shall love your neighbor as yourself. I am the Lord." I go to this verse because last week I went to the No Kings protest. I joined the TPUSA chapter out of Texas Tech University in going to the No Kings protest there in Lubbock. And I'll be honest, it was a tad bit disappointing. The cops wanted to put, that group, one group on one side and one group on the other side of the road and make it, and so everybody's just kind of yelling and shouting at each other. Unfortunately, I tried to preach across the street, but man, I'll tell you what, yelling, trying to get over the roar of the crowd and everything else, it was a bit tough. So, but we got a chance. We got a chance to talk to a few people face to face, have some good discussions, and this is what I took out of it. And this is something that it all kind of came to a head for me and understanding all of this. We're currently facing a situation in which partiality is the name of the game. In order to appease the other side, their desire is to be partial. But if we go to the word of the Lord, we go to God's law, we go, how is it that we love our neighbor according to Christ? It's right here in Leviticus 19. You shall do no injustice. You shall not be partial to the poor or defer to the great. One side, right now, you may see in some instances, it might seem that one side's partial to the great and the other is partial to the poor. Both, and if that is the case, both sides would be wrong. But what I'm going to say is this: is right now the overwhelming evidence is that one side says we have to be partial to one group of people over another people. The Marxist mentality has so invaded our American way of thinking. It's invaded our world at this point so in depth that we're being told that if we're not partial to one group over another group, then we're part of the problem. We are the oppressors, they are the oppressed, and therefore special rights, special benefits, special treatment should be given to one group in the name of justice over another. That completely contradicts what we're seeing here in the scriptures. Equal law, equal application of the law across the board. And that's the law of God, that's the law of the land, that's the law of everything, is that all people should be treated in this way. And I think what I found most of when I was speaking with people this last week is this. We've lived in a land at this point for so long that the simple application of the law impartially to all people, if you broke the law, you're getting punished, is so foreign to them that they see that as oppressive. They see that, well, this man must be a king because he's applying the law to these people. And that's why there was such anger and such vitriol. And it was interesting as I was looking at the verse this morning, it comes to this next piece in verse 16. You shall not go around as a slanderer. The entire protest last week was simply to slander. That was the whole point of it. The signs were atrocious. The hatred was atrocious. What I experienced out there was quite depressing, to be honest. No, very few people really wanted to have a conversation. They wanted to yell and scream and insult, and they didn't want to have a conversation and go, well, where are we at on this? Can we understand this together? Because that wasn't the name of the game. It was to yell and to scream and to have throw a fit. And then verse 17 is so much, you shall not hate your brother in your heart. There was so much hatred there. It was quite disappointing. The few people you could get alone, the cops kept dragging us away whenever we tried to talk to people. But the few people you could get alone and have a conversation with, it immediately turned cordial when you got face to face. You were able to have a conversation. You were able to reason with your brother. And that was the part that was very encouraging. We did get to do that with a few people. And I think had they just let the crowds intermix, for the most part, we could have done that at a much larger scale. But it is what it is. It was a good time. I was glad to go up and support those students from Texas Tech and be there for them. and it was an enjoyable time in that aspect. And so I just encourage you, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to disagree at some point on anything. A group of people are going to disagree. No one's ever going to agree fully with each other 100% of the time. It's just not the nature of man. And so, but go to this. Remember, we're not to be partial to one group because they have less, or we're not to be partial to another group because they supposedly know more. We're not to be partial in any way. Everything is judged by the law of God and the law of God alone. All right, Artesia, well, thanks for joining us this morning. We're going to go ahead and hit the weather. We'll come back with our quick calendars, and then we'll have our first guest.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. 70 to 75 on the afternoon high today. High pressure is parked overhead. That'll keep things sunny. Overnight looks clear. We're in the mid-40s and then upper 70s to low 80s and lots of sunshine coming up on Wednesday. Few clouds Wednesday night. We do have a slim chance of a shower popping up on Thursday. We'll be in the low 80s, back to sunshine and cooler Friday. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
All right, Artesia. Hey, let's check out what's going on around town. Artesia Public Schools cafeteria. Artesia Public School, what are you guys having over there today? You're going to have, for breakfast, a ham and cheese croissant. For lunch, beef and bean burrito, street corn, salsa, and diced peaches. For the senior meal site for lunch today, chicken enchiladas, pinto beans, Spanish rice, and for dessert, an angel food cake with strawberries. At the Senior Center today, today's out to eat. They're going to be going to Pizza Inn in Carlsbad today at 4:30. Don't forget all the normal stuff over there. 9 o'clock hand and foot, 9:30 line dancing, 10 o'clock fusing fun, 1 o'clock ceramic sew, and 2 o'clock poker. All right. Up next will be the Artesia Public Library. For the adults today, lunch bunch, 12 to 1. Book is First Lie Wins. Tonight, for the adults, Artesia Stitchers from 1 to 5. Oh, I read the wrong day. They marked out the wrong day. I take that back. Today, children's story time is from 10 to 11. Take 20 from 11:30 to 12. Meditation. This afternoon, for the adults, Dungeons and Dragons from 2 to 6. And then later this afternoon, Teen Tuesday from 3:30 to 5 o'clock. All right, who's got birthdays? Happy birthday to, on the 21st, Joseph Alvarado, Catherine Hemby, Anita Tavares, and Martin Green. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful birthday.
When was the last time a bank asked you about your needs or your goals? When you're a member of Artesia Credit Union, you get to use your money for something more important than fees and finance charges. You get to use your money for you. Membership is open to anyone who calls New Mexico home. Become a member of Artesia Credit Union today and see what your partners can do for you. North 5th Street in Artesia or online at artesiacu.org. Artesia Credit Union, member NCUA.
Fall is here, and it's time to cozy on up to the Cow, the Calico Cow Fabric and Gift Shop. The Calico Cow is your authorized handy quilter long-arm dealer. They make their own quilts, shirts, and rope bowls right at the Cow, so come in and check out all the fall and Christmas fabrics that are arriving daily, plus stellar fabrics for our interstellar travelers. The Calico Cow has Brothers sewing machines with great fall specials and come with warranties. Plus, they can fix and perform maintenance on all brands. So log on to RoswellQuilting.com to order. The Calico Cow Fabric and Gift Shop, 200 East College in Roswell. Want to know how? Come cozy up to the Cow.
Ready to energize your future? Join Southeast New Mexico College for the first ever SNMC Apprenticeship Expo. It's all happening Friday, October 24th from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the SNMC Gym. Meet industry leaders, training providers, and learn how to kickstart your career as an electrician. Enjoy free food, prizes, and great networking, plus industry presentations starting at 10 a.m. It's free to attend. Just scan the QR code on the flyer around town or visit snmc.edu to register. The SNMC Apprenticeship Expo. Connect, learn, spark your future.
Good morning, this is Smiley Wooten at the Roswell Livestock Auction. 1,234 head of cattle sold on Monday on an uneven market with excellent buyer attendance compared to last week. Stocker calves, unweaned cattle sold steady. Weaned cattle $10 higher. Feeder cattle steady to $5 lower. Packer cows and bulls steady to $2 higher. 3 to 400 pound steers $5.30, $5.80. 3 to 400 pound heifers $4.85, $5.25. 4 to 500 pound steers $4.67, $5.30. 4 to 500 pound heifers $4.05, $4.85. 5 to 600 pound steers $4.07, $4.67. 5 to 600 pound heifers $3.54, $4.05. 6 700 pound steers $3.50, $4.07. 6 700 pound heifers $3.20, $3.54. 7 800 pound steers $3.37, $3.50. 7 800 pound heifers $2.92, $3.20. Packer cows $1.60, $1.68, $50. Canner and cutter cows $1.52, $1.56. Packer bulls $1.90, $1.97. Feeder bulls $1.75, $1.80. Cow calf pairs not well tested this week. Top half the bred cows $3,100 to $3,500 per head. Now remember, this is the top of the market and prices range down from this according to quality, quantity, condition, and feel. We do appreciate the business, and we'll talk to you next Monday morning. This is Smiley Wooten, Roswell Livestock. Turn it up.
All right, welcome back, Artesia. Hey, we're joined by our very first set of guests today, and that is the Artesia High School football boosters, ladies. You guys are all here. We got a full house. Well, so apparently we got a camera problem there. All right, so if you guys could just go down the line and introduce yourselves real quick, so that way I don't butcher anybody's name and I don't mix anybody up. So.
Absolutely. I'm Trini Herrera.
You got to come right up on those microphones there.
I'm Trini Herrera. I'm the president.
Okay, and
I'm Lucette Alzheimer, and I'm the secretary.
secretary.
I'm Vanessa Trost, and I'm the treasurer.
Okay.
I'm Leslie Crosco, and I'm the VP.
All right, so we got the whole officer staff here. We got to drag everybody in. So, so you guys are the football boosters, and you guys got a big thing coming up Friday night.
Yeah, we have our big raffle. I mean, we have about 20 prizes we give out.
Awesome.
I mean, you could win that night. The tickets are like $5 for $5. We'll sell $1 ticket, but you have to go to the table. But we have moms walking around with buckets, and $5 for $5. Like,
okay.
So everybody needs to remember to take their cash this Friday.
Yeah, take your cash. So, you know, everybody. We always bring our $5 for the program.
Yes.
So we'll have to bring an extra $5 to get
$5 for
get some raffle tickets this week. Okay, awesome. So what are some of the prizes?
Okay.
Any one of you, anybody can talk. So.
All right. Well, we have like there's a $300 gift certificate from Reliable Tent. We have 2 gift baskets from HF St. Clair. We have stadium chairs, magnet speakers. We have Cottonwood Springs Dairy donated a basket from Major Supply. We have a projector and screen. We have a mini Blackstone for like tailgating, pickleball sets. We have lots of Yeti cups donated from like Smile Expressions, John Deere. Bella Bloom gift certificates. We have 2 $50 gift certificates from them. Several gift certificates from Sweet Confections. 2 of the large Yeti ice chests from 42 Construction. And Bulldog Pride donated like a big old basket as well. And then we have these Labubus. We have about 4 Labubus. And one of them also has like the Stanley Cup, and it has a whole bunch of extras. But I guess these kids are really into these Labubus.
If you guys, if you get it, for all of us adults out there who have never heard of this before, I heard about it for the first time at the No Kings protest on Saturday. There was a guy on the other side of the street yelling obscenities and all this and trying to act tough, and he had like Labubus around his belt, and so all the college boys that are with me are like, really, dude, we can't take you seriously at this point. It's some kind of weird little character, I guess.
A bear.
Yeah.
It's like a bear doll.
Real popular with the kids.
The kids apparently like them.
Yeah, real popular with the kids. And like all these prizes are donated from our
Awesome.
community.
Great.
Like, our community is so great. Like we wouldn't have the success we have without our community.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, so you guys are you guys gonna be doing the drawing Friday night as well?
Yeah.
So during the game, or is it like
Halftime.
afterward at halftime?
Mr. Parker, listen for Mr.
Yeah,
Parker's
we all got to listen to Mr.
announcement.
Parker.
He's
yeah.
pretty awesome at announcing.
He is. He does a great job up there. Really enjoy it. Okay, so everybody bring $5 to the game. Get these ladies to be walking around selling them. Are you guys kind of going to be just wandering around, or are you guys going to have a one table
Yes,
somewhere?
look for the mob shirts.
Yeah.
Look for the orange shirts.
Mob.
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 So moms of bulldogs.
Yes.
Oh, moms of bulldogs.
Yep.
Okay, that's clever. Very good. Well done on that one.
Press
Awesome.
mob.
So look around. You guys can get your tickets and everything else. And so, what you said you had another event coming up. And
Yeah.
what's that?
So, we have booster meetings every Monday, but not all parents are able to make it. So, on October 31st, our Mayfield game, it's also senior night. So,
Okay.
the way we honor our seniors is that boosters buys every senior like their number balloon, and we tie them up on when they're walking down. You'll see all these balloons, and it represents every senior. At halftime, Mr. Parker and Mr. Brown, they do a whole little slide and they show all the seniors graduating
Great.
on the Jumbotron. And then at the end of the game, the TJ and Jennifer Palma, they'll take a family picture of your senior with their family, But the boys, what they do is after the game's over, they go and they cut their balloon and they gather up on the field and they all release their balloons at the same time.
All
So
right.
it's their last regular season home game.
Oh, okay. That's right. That's true. That is that last game there. I wonder how Coach feels about how you guys taking all the seniors out of the locker room during.
Well, that happens after the game.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, we do not bother Coach Moffin during the game. Oh, no, that would not be good.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that'd be a good idea.
No.
Especially depending on how the games go.
Yeah, exactly.
How many seniors do we have this year? Why don't you talk over there?
I think we counted last night, I think there was 30, right?
Wow.
35.
We have
So, yeah.
35 seniors on the team this
It's
year.
a smaller class this year than what we normally
Okay.
have. But
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, awesome. So, well, we're all looking forward to that and celebrating those seniors and everything they've got going on. Tell us a little bit about participating, any of you. Tell us a little bit about participating in boosters, what people can do to get involved, and what kind of stuff you guys do for the team.
Absolutely. Anybody want to say?
There you go. VP, why don't you tell us?
All right. Well, I know I started in 8th grade, so it's kind of a new thing that we started when my son was an 8th grader. We invite 8th grade moms to come on just so they can get a jump start and they're able to help with snacks for 8th grade white team and orange team. And so that kind of carries on throughout the whole, their senior year if they play throughout the season. So it's helpful because we've had those 8th grade moms in before. I'm not sure how snacks were handled. I think it was just by individual parent. So at least now they're part of the boosters. They're able to kind of have a feel for what the high school boys go through, what the booster moms do, and they're very helpful. So it's good that we get to have that jump start in the 8th grade and then carry on through their senior year.
Awesome. So, who's got players? I know you don't have a...
So Peyton actually is a manager.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know he was in high school.
Yes,
Holy
he's a
cow.
sophomore. I know. He's a sophomore. My baby's a sophomore.
The kids are growing up too fast.
I know.
So,
It goes way too fast.
I do. I have a son. He's a junior. His name is Elijah Carrasco.
okay, what positions does he play?
He's a linebacker.
Linebacker, all right.
And then this is my fourth boy going through the program.
Wow, so you've been on booster. No wonder you're the president. You've been there.
2012. I started, we moved over here in 2012. I'm a Carlsbad girl. Grew up in Carlsbad, unfortunately.
We'll forgive you.
But made the right decision.
You're wearing the orange. You know what I'm saying?
Made the right decision on coming on over here. But I'm going to say this is like, I've been there for over 10 years.
Yeah.
You know,
Awesome.
I'm the president now, but I've been the president for about 4 years now.
Okay.
But I have Jared Bustamante and Shorty Bustamante. They're my older kids. They went through the program. And then last year I had Frankie Galindo that graduated.
Oh, okay. You're Frankie's mom.
I'm
okay.
Frankie's mom.
Okay.
I've been known as Frankie's mom for a while now. And I have a junior, Juan. We call him Memo Galindo.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Awesome. Well, that's great. And so, what about yourself?
I don't have a kid in the program.
Oh.
I have a nephew that's playing.
You have a
but-
nephew. Well, awesome. Great. That's wonderful that you're coming out and helping and
That's
and
what's great about
participating.
our boosters.
Yeah, so anybody can join the boosters, and anybody that's wanting to support our football players and stuff like that. So that is really great.
Yeah.
So what else would you guys like to share? Anything else you guys would like to share with us? And
Just a little bit of what we do. Like
what do you guys do?
We work really hard. We fundraise. We give the boys. They get like these gifts during away games, or they get snack bags during home games, right? We do like pillowcases. They get keychains, decals for their vehicles. Nothing real extravagant or anything like that. Real simple. We get donations from I think it was Buffalo Oilfield, right? They pay for the boys' dog tags, and like last week they had dinner at their position coach's house, and the coaches give them their dog tags.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we work hard, but our biggest thing is banquet. So we work hard all season for our boys to have a great banquet at the end of the year. But we do help. We pay for about 2 meals throughout the season, and anything mopping needs. We work for mopping.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a second job. Yeah.
No, see, he's
our boss.
He's kind of playing because he's got quarterback dads on one side. He's just
yeah. So
and boys are getting lots of snacks because I know as a quarterback dad we take them snacks too.
Yeah. So. No, it's a great program, but we work for mopping, that's our second job there,
There you go.
He'll call us and he'll say, we need laundry detergent, or, that's, we're there.
There you go.
We used to bag pickles before games, to make sure the boys didn't cramp up.
Yeah.
But we welcome, we have a lot of grandparents that actually help us.
That's great.
We have
some dads out there that come in and help.
Okay.
Sometimes they go to
So it's not just for the ladies.
No.
Okay, so the guys can get involved in it as well and help out. So
yeah, we welcome everybody, like all family members, or just like in general, like Lucero, she stepped up. She has littles, little ones, but they won't be in the program for a while, but she's stepped up and she's joined us.
she's getting trained early.
Right.
So by the time her kids get up there,
She'll be a pro.
she'll be the president.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go. Awesome. Well, ladies, we greatly appreciate everything you guys do for our team and everything else. Look forward to seeing you on Friday night. Come and get your raffle tickets.
Raffle tickets.
There's some great gifts in there.
Yes.
There is.
We greatly appreciate our sponsors. As a treasurer, I see how many people in this town give, and we get checks, and we just get prizes, and we are so blessed. This town just blesses us so much. So thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you. And if you would like to still sponsor or still help us out, please, and you still want to help us with the raffle, you still can be a part of it. You can still donate a prize, and we will shout your name out at the game. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we thank them all on our social media page. We have a Facebook page, so there'll be thank yous out there, and then they'll get announced at our football game as well.
Well, that's a great point. How do people get a hold of you if they want to be part of stuff? So you say you have a Facebook page. What else is out there?
We have a Facebook page. I work at Forest Tire, so everybody finds me at Forest Tire. Yeah, if you ever need like eye blacks before a game, I carry those around with me.
That's funny.
Even at the games, I have mini rosters, like everything. You want to buy something, I pretty much got it.
Okay.
But Yeah, they can find me at Forest Tire or our Facebook page. Or you could always call the high school, talk to Angelica. She'll be more than willing to give y'all one of our phone numbers, too. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much, ladies. Keep up the great work, and we'll see you guys on Friday night.
Thank you so much.
All right, God bless.
For mob
Appreciate it.
shirts.
Thank you.
With your Pecos Valley news updates, I'm Jared Cirillo. The Roswell Police Department will be part of another National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day. The event this weekend, RPD is again partnering with Walgreens to host the event at the South Roswell store on Saturday. Members of RPD will be at the store at 1200 South Main Street from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. when the public can bring unwanted and unneeded prescription drugs. The service is free. Those bringing prescription drugs can always remain anonymous. Farm to Table New Mexico continues seeking a new executive director. Farm to Table is a visionary nonprofit group dedicated to building a local, healthy, equitable, and sustainable food system through education and advocacy. The executive director will provide visionary leadership and help to ensure the sustainable growth and impact of the organization. The role combines strategic planning, community outreach, and comprehensive fundraising to advance the group's mission and strengthen organizational capacity. For more details on the job posting, go to farmtotablenm.org. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo.
Cold and flu season is almost here, Artesia. Protect yourself and the people you love. At Lowell's Pharmacy, your health is our priority. Getting your flu shot now means peace of mind all season long. It's quick, easy, and covered by most insurance. Don't wait until it's too late. Stop by Lowell's Pharmacy today and roll up your sleeve. Stay healthy, Artesia, with a flu shot from your hometown pharmacy, Lowell's Pharmacy.
It's time for the Eddy County Sports Report. Finally, it's the district opener for the Artesia volleyball team tonight. They're playing in a tough district, always do, and they'll be taking on Portales team that's got a comparable record to themselves. Artesia is 14-3 overall. Portales is 13-4. Game time in Portales starts at 6 o'clock. Last match for Artesia quite a while ago, almost 2 weeks. It was October the 9th, a 3-0 sweep at Hobbs. Meanwhile, Carlsbad will be taking on Hobbs tonight at 6 o'clock at home. The Cape Girls are 4-14 overall, 0-2 in district after losing 3-1 at Roswell back on Thursday. And Loving's got a match tonight. It's an opportunity for a victory, although Loving is 0-4 in district. So is Hagerman. Game is at Hagerman, starts at 6 o'clock. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at KSVP Radio AM 990.
I never want to be that person who says, I told you so. But this time, I'll make an exception for all of you who were convinced extraterrestrial UFOs were filling the nighttime skies of New Jersey last November. I'm Kim Commando for ExpressVPN. Just one click hide your internet activity from hackers and snoops. Get 4 extra months free at expressvpn.com/Kim. The New Jersey Drone Swarm, it's called. There was talk of UFOs and terrorists, a mothership off the Jersey coast. Grainy videos proved to be no help, nor did outgoing President Biden or incoming President-elect Trump. But now the New York Post says an employee of a Larry Page-backed company called Pivotal was speaking at the Army's Unmanned Aircraft Systems Summit and says his company's drones were being tested. The Blackflies resemble DJI Hobby drones, but are big enough to hold a pilot. So there it is. No aliens, just the Army, a private contractor, and millions of frightened Jersey residents. Told you so. Get my free newsletter at getkim.com. Remember the good old days of the internet? A place where you could truly feel free without snoops or spies watching every move? Unfortunately, now we go online knowing we're being tracked. Our internet service providers can see our entire browsing history. And in the United States, they're legally allowed to sell this information. Who knows what they'll do with it? That's why I use ExpressVPN. It's a virtual private network that reroutes 100% of my online activity through secure encrypted servers, shielding it from the prying eyes of my service provider and other third parties. ExpressVPN hides my internet address, the number identifying me online, so I can't be tracked. My online activity is actually mine again. Imagine that. It's so easy to use that your entire family can figure it out with just one tap. And it works on all your devices, phones, tablets, tablets, TVs, desktops, up to 8 devices at once. Let's return to the good old days of online privacy and freedom. Use my special link to get 4 extra months of ExpressVPN for free at expressvpn.com/Kim. That's expressvpn.com/Kim.
Turpin & Son Mortuary of Artesia presents a listing of today's obituaries. Today we have 2 reminders and a new obituary. Our first reminder is for Dova Cronian. Dova passed away on October 7th in Artesia, New Mexico at the age of 64. A graveside service is scheduled for Tuesday, October 21st at 10 a.m. at Woodbine Cemetery. Our next reminder is for Faye Hamner. A memorial service will be held at 2 p.m. on Wednesday, October 22nd at First Baptist Church, with a burial immediately following at Woodbine Cemetery. Karen Lynette Cawley, 77, passed away on October 6th at Carlsbad Medical Center in Carlsbad, New Mexico. Born in Artesia, New Mexico on September 9th, 1948, to Lieutenant and Iva Bernice Beauchamp. She was a cherished daughter and sister who grew up alongside her brothers, Ricky Beauchamp and S.L. Beauchamp. Karen studied cosmetology and later found her calling in the sales industry, where her vibrant, outgoing nature ensured she never met a stranger. She was a loving mother to her 2 sons, Chad Rose and Darren Epler. Later in life, she met and married Michael Cawley, her loving husband of 34 years. Through her marriage to Michael, she also became a loving stepmother to Lisa and Randy Cawley. Karen had a passion for life, which she expressed through her love for the outdoors and most especially for dancing, where she was truly at her happiest. She is preceded in death by her parents, L.T. and Iva Bernice Beauchamp, her son, Darren Epler, and her stepdaughter, Lisa Cawley. She is survived by her loving husband, Michael, her son, Chad, her stepson, Randy Cawley, her brother, Ricky Beauchamp, her 12 cherished children, and 12 great-grandchildren, as well as numerous other family members and friends. The service to celebrate Karen's life will be held at Turpin & Son Funeral Home in Artesia, New Mexico at 2 p.m. on Tuesday, October 21st. All are welcome to attend. This listing has been presented as a service by Turpin & Son Mortuary of Artesia. We make it personal.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. 70 to 75 on the afternoon high today. High pressure is parked overhead. That'll keep things sunny. Overnight looks clear. We're in the mid-40s and then upper 70s to low 80s and lots of sunshine coming up on Wednesday. Few clouds Wednesday night. We do have a slim chance of a shower popping up on Thursday. We'll be in the low 80s, back to sunshine and cooler Friday. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
All right, here in a few moments, we should be joined by our next guest, which is the Artesia General Hospital. Let's cover a few things in our pile here before we get there. Early voting for the regular local election is now taking place in Eddy County. You may early vote at either the clerk's office in Carlsbad or the clerk's sub-office in Artesia. The last day to early vote is Saturday, November 1st, and the actual election will be held Tuesday, November 4th. Blood drive today, Top Knock Archery at 2101 South Canal Street, Suite C in Carlsbad, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Let's see, the Young Artist Expo. The Artesia Arts Council presents the second annual Young Artist Expo in the Ocotillo Performing Arts Center, October 31st. A reception to meet the artists will be held on October 27th from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Light refreshments will be served and everyone is invited. Call 575-746-4212 or check out the ArtesiaArtsCouncil.com for more information. The Artesia Public Library is hosting a pumpkin decorating contest through October 31st. So paint or decorate your pumpkin to look like your favorite book character and take it up there. And they're going to be having a People's Choice Awards for youth, teen, adult, family, and staff winners. All winners will be announced on Halloween. I've actually saw a few of them online. They're pretty cool. People are making some really fun pumpkins. Let's see. October is Pastor Appreciation Month. This is a time set aside each year to honor and give thanks for our pastors who serve us in our communities in remarkable ways. This announcement is being put out by the Pecos Valley Baptist Association. So if you know a hardworking pastor who needs encouragement and needs to be lifted up this month, go out there. Just say a meaningful word to them. Just encourage your pastors. That's all I got to say. We don't need gifts. We don't need all that stuff. We always do accept new books, though. Yeah, that's the one thing a pastor will never turn down is a new book. So, check in on your pastors. Make sure they're doing okay. Carlsbad Mayor's Energy Summit, home at home with Energy Golf Scramble, is coming up, and it's happening on Wednesday, October 22nd. It's 3-person team, $300 per team, and that'll be held at the Lake Carlsbad Golf Course at 901 North Muscatel Avenue. You can register there at the golf course. Artesia Arts Council presents Dixieland Jazz Night at the Ocotillo, happening Wednesday, October 22nd. Doors open at 6 p.m. Show is at 7 p.m. This is a free concert for all ages. You don't have to, but if you'd like, you can reserve your seat at ArtesiaArtsCouncil.com. Don't forget, President Trump's prayer initiative that he's asking people to come together and pray for our nation weekly until July 4th of 2026. Artesia will be holding its prayer gathering every Thursday at the Lucky Duck restaurant from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Come and go during the hour. Everyone is welcome. Come and join and pray for the nation. Southeastern New Mexico College is hosting an apprenticeship expo designed to connect aspiring electricians with industry leaders, training providers, and apprenticeship opportunities. That'll be Friday, October 24th from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the Southeastern New Mexico College Gym, 1500 University Drive in Carlsbad. Don't forget, Heirloom Acres is open only for a couple more weekends. Every Friday from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday 10 to 8 p.m., 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., Sunday 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., and they are open through the weekend of the 26th. So looks like this is the last weekend. We don't even have a few. This is the last weekend. So get out there and enjoy Heirloom Acres. This Saturday, October 25th, mark your calendar for Downtown Trick or Treat on Main Street. You can come down Friday evening from 5 to 7, get a bunch of free candy, and if you'd like to sign up, you can contact Artesia Main Street at artesiamainstreet.com or stop by their office downtown. Also this Saturday at the library from 3 to 5 p.m., the Artesia Public Library will be hosting its Halloween event. They're going to have a spooky tent, popcorn bar, photo booth, games, and more. So head on down there for lots of fun. This Saturday in Carlsbad, you can go to Witches Paddle the Pecos from 5 p.m. till twilight. This is an art supply drive for Boys and Girls Club of Carlsbad. And monetary donations to the Carlsbad High School Theater Club. They'll be holding the Best Dressed Witch and Warlock contest. All right. Well, let's go ahead and, let's go ahead and take a break. And when we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about what we started the hour with.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander. The Senate on Monday failed for the 11th time to advance a House pass measure to fund the government and end the ongoing shutdown. The bill has fallen short of the 60 votes needed to advance in every vote since the shutdown began 20 days ago. It was a worldwide major disruption. A problem with Amazon's cloud computing service disrupted internet use around the world Monday, taking down a broad range of online services, including social media, gaming, food delivery, streaming, and financial platforms. The Federal Reserve will go into a policy meeting next week with its view of the economy hampered by a U.S. government shutdown that has suspended the release of key data. Official employment data hasn't been released since the shutdown of the federal government began October 1st. Kroger says its family of companies will hire over 18,000 associates as the U.S. grocer preps for the busy holiday season. That's about 7,000 fewer than last year. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bill Alexander in Washington.
Looking to start, continue, or complete your higher education journey? Join the more than 6,000 fellow Greyhounds on their journey to student success. Eastern New Mexico University offers the most affordable higher education degree in the Southwest, and New Mexico residents can go to school tuition-free with the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship. With online or in-person degrees, ENMU is the right choice for you. For more information, visit enmu.edu. ENMU, student success. That's what we're about.
Looking for the right ride at the right price? Come to Tate Branch Artesia and check out our used cars. We've got a huge selection of all makes, all models, and every color you can imagine. Priced right to fit your budget. Many vehicles have payments under $500 and come with a lifetime powertrain warranty for your peace of mind. Bad credit upside down in your trade? No problem. We work with all credit and we'll fight to get you approved. Experience the Tate Branch difference today, where great cars, great prices, and great people come together. Stop by Tate Branch at 919 South 1st Street in Artesia or visit us online at tatebranchartesia.com.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota compact tractors. The Kubota L Series is the #1 selling compact tractor in the U.S. They're designed for easy operation and feature performance matched attachments. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $6,000. Now through December 31st. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
Welcome to Answers with Ken Ham. The account of origins presented in the Genesis is a simple but factual presentation of actual events and provides reliable basis for man's worldview and a framework for scientific investigation into the question of the origin and history of life. Answers with Ken Ham is brought to you by Harvest Fellowship at 2307 West Main in Artesia. Call Pastor Ronnie Williams at 746-6195. Now, today's Answers with Ken Ham.
The clarity of Scripture. This is Ken Ham, author of the story of the Answers in Genesis ministry, Miraculous. Do artifacts and documents from thousands of years ago have value in interpreting the Bible? Well, this week we'll look at ways we can use these artifacts to clarify biblical passages. But notice I said clarify. You see, the Bible tells us all Scripture is God-breathed and useful for teaching, correcting, and training in righteousness. Even though Scripture was written by, and often to, specific people during a time in history, the ultimate author is God. He made sure His word was clear for all people for all times. So while ancient artifacts are informative and important, we don't need them to be able to properly interpret Scripture.
Go to AnswersRadio.com to learn more about God's Word and how we can know it's true. Go to AnswersRadio.com.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Hey, so I'm just going to take a few minutes here at the end of the hour and kind of wrap up what I started at the beginning of the hour, since the rest of the show is completely full today. We took and I went this weekend, joined Turning Point USA at the Texas Tech chapter of Turning Point USA in Lubbock, and to go and basically hold a counter protest to the No Kings protest. While some might find that pointless, I saw it as an opportunity to get out there and share the gospel with people and talk with people to try to help And part of the reason I went up there and it became quite evident in the event itself is the young men. So my daughter is a officer there in Turning Point USA, but Turning Point USA is not the only conservative organization on Texas Tech. However, it is now the largest student organization on the entire campus, which that's pretty cool. But we have young conservatives and young Republican groups up there as well. And one of the things that has been noticed in all of this is that there are tons and tons of young men that are drawn to these conservative organizations. They want to be part of what's going on. They desire to see their country thrive and return to a conservative mindset. However, and this was the struggle. This really was a struggle out there the other day, is young men are young men, and they are full of fire. For whatever it is they tend to stand for, they get quite fired up. And while like I said, some of the conversations were very productive, I was able to engage with people from the other side here and there. Unfortunately, because of the setup, the way the Lubbock PD did it, they kept the counter protesters or the conservative groups on the opposite side of the road. Now, what was disappointing was the few number of young people that did show up in counter protest. And then the other part was this: these young men, they're passionate about what they're standing for. They're passionate for the conservative cause, but yet they're untrained. They're unguided. And whenever you put a group of zealous, unguided young men together, they unfortunately don't always act and behave the way they should. So that part was a bit disappointing. They got drawn into the back and forth, and as vulgarities and insults were thrown at them, they threw them right back. And so I guess my point in bringing this up is this: not to insult these young men, but to guide and encourage older generations. We have a group of young men that are coming up that truly want to see our nation be great again. They truly want to see a world where they can have children and their children can thrive in it. They can go on and have successful lives. And they know for a fact, they can look and they can see that the only way to do that is to return to a set of traditional values, to turn back to an objective standard of right and wrong, and not all the woke nonsense. They're sick of it. But unfortunately, they're setting generations deep of people who aren't really well skilled at debate and discussion and a way of solving problems. So it devolves into the lowest base form of conversation, which is insults. And I think we as the older generation have a responsibility at this point to step up and step in the way and help guide these young men and help build them up, provide them with the tools they need to put forth cogent, responsible arguments. We should all argue with full conviction of what we're saying, and we should do it zealously. But we can't devolve into what the other side is. Slanderers, insulters, and just throwing out nonsensical arguments, chants. In fact, as I was trying to engage with the crowd across the street, which, as you can hear my voice today, if you can tell, it strained it quite a bit. But I'm trying to get across the point, like, if you guys are just going to stand over there and yell slogans over and over and over again, which is basically what they did for 3 hours, 4 hours, chants and slogans. I was like, we can't have a discussion on that. It's like, this is how children try to win an argument. is by yelling for what they want over and over and over again. Well, unfortunately, just as soon as I said that, our side of young men start doing the same thing, and I was a bit disappointed in that, because the truth is, nothing can be solved through yelling and tantrums, and that's what the No Kings protest really was about this weekend. You don't agree with us, and you're in power, so we're going to show how oppressed we are and how much you're holding us down, and we're going to throw a fit. In fact, that's what Congress is doing right now. That is what the democratically elected, on the side of the Democrats, the Democrat Party, the Progressive Party, as I would label them, that's what they're doing right now. They had an opportunity to continue business as usual, sign the continuing resolution, which they did 13 times during the Biden administration, and rather than do that, they said, no, but we want this. We want this. And if you don't understand what they're doing, they're trying to overturn the stuff from the big, beautiful bill. And they're going to throw a fit and make stupid videos and act a fool to get their way. And that's what this whole protest last weekend was about. And so if you're looking at it, a lot of people showed up. To me, all that tells me is there's a lot of childish, immature people out there who have no concept of how our country runs and what it's supposed to look like. All right, Artesia, thanks a lot for listening. We'll go to break, and we'll be back on the other side of the hour.
This is KSVP and K229AS Artesia.
They stand together to drive home that point in this fourth week of the government shutdown. Senate Republicans will be gathering at the White House for a display of unity. A Senate Republican bill that would end the shutdown has failed 11 times for a lack of support among Democrats. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals says that President Trump can deploy Oregon National Guard troops to Portland. A 3-2 ruling with the two Trump-appointed judges siding with the administration, while the lone Clinton-appointed judge dissented. The body of another Hamas hostage has been turned over to Israel, which awaits the return of 15 more bodies. Meanwhile, President Trump has a warning for Hamas as some of its terrorists challenge the fragile Gaza ceasefire.
Following weekend skirmishes involving Hamas militants, the president said the situation will be taken care of very quickly.
We made a deal with Hamas that, they're going to be very good, they're going to behave, they're going to be nice, and if they're not, we're going to go and we're going to eradicate them if we have to. They'll be eradicated. And they know that.
He dispatched U.S. envoys to Israel this week to shore up the fragile ceasefire in Gaza. Greg Clugston, Washington.
Looking to loosen China's stranglehold on the important rare earth materials market, the U.S. and Australia have a deal aimed at supercharging rare earths processing down under.
We've been working on that for quite a while. In about a year from now, we'll have so much critical mineral and rare earths that you won't know what to do with them. They'll be worth about $2.
President Trump announcing the $8.5 billion deal while hosting Australian Prime Minister Albanese at the White House. On Wall Street this hour, stocks are mixed. The Dow trading about 14 points higher, while the Nasdaq is down 86 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Just hearing the word IRS can make people break out in a cold sweat. No one wants to deal with the IRS, and now you don't have to. The good news is Legal Tax Defense has been successfully negotiating with the IRS for more than 15 years. It doesn't matter how much you owe, whether it's $5,000 or $5 million. You deserve the best in the business on your side, and that is Legal Tax Defense. Even if you're working with someone else and just want a second opinion, there is no cost or obligation to call. They can prevent levies, liens, wage garnishments, even file back tax returns. And the best news about Legal Tax Defense is they won't take your case unless they know they will reduce or eliminate your tax debt. Call Legal Tax Defense right now for a free, no-risk consultation. 800-292-7875. 800-292-7875. You have nothing to lose but everything to gain. 800-292-7875.
Investigators have reached some conclusions about last month's Lisbon streetcar crash. It killed 16 people, injured 21.
The body that investigates rail accidents had already confirmed that the main cable connecting the two carriages had given way. Now, in a long-awaited report, it states that this particular cable had not been certified for use, did not meet the specifications of the public transport company, and was not suitable for the mechanism in this and one other of Lisbon's 3 funiculars. The investigators found flaws in the process by which the cable was acquired and in the company's internal control processes.
The BBC's Alison Roberts. Former French President Nicolas Sarkozy has arrived at a Paris prison to start serving a 5-year term. He was convicted of a criminal conspiracy to finance his 2007 election campaign with money from Libya. Sarkozy is challenging his conviction. News and analysis at townhall.com. Stop the presses. Over the past year, an estimated 136 newspapers have done just that.
News deserts are expanding, and traffic to some of the top newspaper websites has been declining over the past few years. Those are just a few of the findings of an annual report on local news released Monday by Northwestern University. A broader look at the industry's economic problems over the past 2 decades is even more troubling. The number of newspapers published in the U.S. has declined from around 7,300 in 2005 to about 4,500 now. Keith Peters, Washington.
President Trump is getting ready for a significant trip to Asia aimed at addressing international trade tensions. The journey includes a potential meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping, which could affect the global economy. The White House has not disclosed Mr. Trump's full schedule, but he does plan to visit Malaysia, Japan, and South Korea. More on these stories, townhall.com.
Hi, this is Holly from Nels Floral in Artesia, and we are so happy to be the new florist for the KSVIP. If you know someone who is having a special day or event, a birthday, anniversary, or something big is happening in their life, let's make them the KSVIP. On their day, we'll say something on the radio about your special person, and they will receive a beautiful flower from Nels Floral. So call KSVP at 575-746-2751 and nominate your KSVIP.
All right, welcome back, Artesia. Hey, Jeff's going to come in here in a little bit. We're going to visit a little bit while we wait for the chamber to show up, and we'll talk. So, Jeff, do you have a king?
Christ.
Amen. That was our message. You know, it's hard to get that message across by yelling, and so I tried for a while. I tried to communicate. And it wasn't yelling like in anger. I was trying to project. And what I found out is my old Marine Corps voice that had the ability to project across miles is pretty much gone.
Oh.
After about the first 30 minutes or so, I was getting like lightheaded from trying to, you know, and my voice obviously is suffering from it. I strained my vocal cords. I finally had to stop because I got to preach tomorrow, guys.
You needed a PA and be like, hey, I need a hot tea, extra honey.
So this is funny. It was very interesting. the partiality that was shown on Saturday. They come over and told our side, we had a PA, we couldn't use it. You have to have that permitted. I was like, oh, really? And then they started using bullhorns.
Yeah.
And I went to the cops and said, hey, I don't want to run afoul of you. Like, what's the deal? Well, they have a permit. Oh, okay, they have a permit. And so I went and looked up the code. I called a street preacher friend of mine from Lubbock, and he goes, no. He goes, that's not true. He goes, but that's what the police chief is now doing. They're interpreting a regulation in the city that prevents you from using amplification in areas where people live. Well, we weren't anywhere near where anybody lived. And so I was like, well, and they, like, well, the permit covers the whole protest, and we're part of the protest, then why, but yeah, we got shut down on that. So we couldn't they could use amplification, we could not. And so I was like, well, all right, it's fine. That's when I finally just cut off and started like skirting the outside edges to talk to people. Like, just come talk to us.
Yeah.
But every time I get it, so their little water supply point was on our side, which was great. So every time they come over for water, I was like, hey, let's talk,
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be long before the cops would show up and send them back to their side. And so
that happened to me here when I was filming something for Tony Haas, and I was using a drone. And we had it all set up with the, everything, because we had a little parade. Everything was set up. And then someone was saying, you can't use that drone. That's illegal. You can't. And it kept going of others. I'm like, no, this is not illegal. And this was before you even needed a license for commercial drones.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. And they kept saying that. I was like, okay, I'll say that. I won't get into an argument over the real laws. And because I kind of said, I'm like, no, I just can't fly it over Fletsy.
There you go.
That is the place that I cannot fly it over.
Yeah. It was just disappointing, I was hoping to get out there and do, kind of a Charlie Kirk type thing, get in the middle of the crowd, draw a crowd around me and start engaging with people one-on-one in order, because, one of the interesting things about street preaching and engaging people in public, the conversations you have are rarely for the person you're having the conversation with.
Yeah.
It's for the outliers that are listening and taking in both sides. And so that's the important part of debate and discussion. So unfortunately, to have that quashed and not able to happen, I think it was fairly unproductive. And of course, I think that's the nationwide. That's what happened with this whole protest is it was just a big child's tantrum.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look all across the country, you're like 7 million people showed up. So even if that's true, which we don't know it is, because, where did the numbers come from? Greg Gutfeld's brought this up on Fox. Where did the numbers come from? Well, the organizers reported the numbers. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a trustworthy source, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. Let's go ahead and...
Yeah, I see them coming in. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and wrap up our segment, and here in a moment, we'll be joined by the Chamber.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. 70 to 75 on the afternoon high today. High pressure is parked overhead. That'll keep things sunny. Overnight looks clear. We're in the mid-40s and then upper 70s to low 80s and lots of sunshine coming up on Wednesday. Few clouds Wednesday night. We do have a slim chance of a shower popping up on Thursday. We'll be in the low 80s, back to sunshine and cooler Friday. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
There's nothing more magical than 80,000 cubic feet of hot air flying overhead. Join us in Artesia, New Mexico for the 42nd annual Balloons and Tunes Festival, November 7th through the 9th. Friday kicks off with fun flights from local schools. Then Saturday and Sunday mornings, watch the skies fill with color as hot air balloons launch at dawn from Eagle Draw Park. Stick around for inflatable costume races, bounce houses, and even remote control balloons. Food and coffee trucks will keep you fueled for the fun. Saturday night, 5th and Texas comes alive at the Artesia Arts Council's Balloons, Bands, and Brews. With food trucks, local New Mexico brews, live music, and the Artesia High School Marching Band performing alongside balloon pilots in a fiery concert you won't forget. Admission is free, with only $10 entry into the beer garden. Plan your weekend getaway to Artesia, November 7th through the 9th for the Balloons and Tunes Festival. For more information, give us a call at 575-746-2744 or visit artesiachamber.com. Paid for by Artesia Lodgers Tax.
If you want to install a new roof, you can do it the cheap way or you can do it the right way. Jennifer here from Trustmark Roofing, and one of our customers recently found this out the hard way. He was going to hire us to re-roof his roof, but he found someone to do the job for $2,000 cheaper. Half a year later, this customer called us to re-inspect his brand new roof. Turns out this contractor was not a contractor at all. He had no license and no insurance. The roof was installed incorrectly and never had been passed by the city inspector. We had to re-roof his brand new roof, tear off the shingles, and start from scratch. It was the most expensive $2,000 anyone has ever saved. If you need a roof installed the right way, you can trust who your neighbors trust. You can trust Trustmark Roofing for no obligation to the penny quote on your roof transformation. Call 575-755-ROOF. That's 575-755-7663.
Trustmark Roofing, we put people first.
Looking to start, continue, or complete your higher education journey? Join the more than 6,000 fellow Greyhounds on their journey to student success. Eastern New Mexico University offers the most affordable higher education degree in the Southwest, and New Mexico residents can go to school tuition-free with the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship. With online or in-person degrees, ENMU is the right choice for you. For more information, visit enmu.edu. ENMU, student success. That's what we're about.
It's lunchtime in Artesia. Why settle for ordinary when you can have extraordinary? At La Fonda, we've been serving Artesia since 1965 with authentic New Mexican favorites.
I'm on my lunch break, and nothing beats La Fonda's green chili chicken enchiladas. Fast, hot, and delicious.
Join us weekdays from 11 to 2 at 210 West Main. Dine in, take out, or call ahead at 575-746-9377. Make your lunch break the best part of your day. La Fonda, where flavor feels like home.
Reliable Tint LLC has a brand new home at 1416 South 1st Street in Artesia, and they're ready to serve you. Now open Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, Reliable Tint specializes in professional window tinting and glass replacement for cars, trucks, SUVs, and yes, even big rigs and RVs. From reducing glare and heat to keeping your ride looking sharp, Reliable Tint has the experience and quality you can trust. Stop by their new location, 1416 South 1st Street in Artesia. Reliable Tint LLC, your local experts in tint and glass.
Looking to buy or sell a home in Artesia? Trust the team that knows this town best. Lois Oliver Real Estate. With years of local experience and a dedicated group of expert agents, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Whether you're finding the perfect place for your family or getting the best value when it's time to sell, Lois Oliver Real Estate is your hometown advantage. Visit LoisOliverRealEstate.com and let's get started today, because no one knows Artesia like we do, and we love it here.
Welcome back, Artesia. We're now joined by Miss Jessica from the Chamber. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. This colder weather's got me a little.
Yeah, you got a little head cold going on.
What do you?
I woke up this morning. It was really cold in our room.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, winter. We're almost there.
Yeah,
fall.
It's fall.
Fall has arrived.
Fall has arrived.
Yeah, only
officially.
A high of 75 today. We're getting down to 45 degrees tonight.
Yeah, that's what my thing said this morning that it was as well. Yes, 40s.
So, I gotta get the heaters turned on in the greenhouses.
Oh, I bet.
I was like, yep, time to turn those things on.
Yep.
So.
And that means it's getting closer to having hot air balloons in the sky.
I know.
We have about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I'm wearing all my swag today, as you can
I
tell.
see you got the balloons and tunes look going on. You're
Yes.
you're all ready to go.
Oh
so.
man, it's getting closer. We're up to 15 balloons. I'm
15?
15 with I think 2 more on the way. So
Okay.
we shall see. But yeah, we're still accepting pilots. We're still accepting sponsors. We're still accepting our remote control pilots. I have a couple of those so far. So I'm hoping for more of those as well. But yeah, it's coming along. It's coming together. I'm really excited.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. How many do we normally have? Like, what's kind of the average?
Last year we had 15.
Okay.
I always have a goal for 20. So this
Like 15 sounds like
it doesn't sound like
that
a lot.
doesn't sound like a lot.
Yeah.
But you get out there and they're standing up 15 balloons in that draw. You're like, holy cow! There's just balloons.
They're everywhere. Yeah. It's actually kind of cool.
It's a small space, so
Yeah.
those are big balloons.
They are. It's
Yeah.
80,000 cubic feet.
Oh,
Most
look
of
at you.
them.
Look at you with your stats and your
Yes.
specifications. So
Yes.
awesome. So awesome. We got 15 balloons already confirmed. Got
yeah.
Maybe a couple more on the way. and
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a great event. I'm looking forward to it. I'm interested to see the new format this year. I think our turnout Saturday night is probably gonna be huge compared.
I
to,
hope so.
I think it's gonna be a big turnout compared to in the past when it was on Friday night. So having all the baskets there for the glow will be really cool.
Yeah, I'm so excited. We have Saturday morning extra stuff happening at Eagle Draw as well.
Yep.
So of course we've got food trucks coming out. We've got the inflatable race. That's going to be really fun and a great comedic relief first thing on the Saturday morning. I think that would be really cool. And then it's a free event to participate. If you have an inflatable costume or get one now, you still have 3 weeks to get one. If you're wearing one or if your kiddo's wearing one, often the ones that are for like teens can be for adults as well. So borrow those from your kiddos and come out there, or let your kiddos come out there and race in the inflatable race, the first ever race. And then we'll have inflatable bouncy houses out there as well. There's 3 of them coming. And we have a couple of RC balloons that are coming out this year. So I'm excited. I think it's going to be really fun. It just gets people staying at the draw after the liftoff. And then the other thing is in the event that the weather is bad and they don't fly, all this other stuff can still happen.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's kind of neat.
Food. There's still stuff to do out there in the morning. You said inflatables, and you made me think of the protest this weekend.
Oh.
How many people were out there in inflatable costumes? It was so weird.
Oh, which one?
So the No Kings protest.
I know, but which one?
Oh, everything.
All of them.
Yeah.
I didn't see footage from all of them. I saw one from Roswell.
The one I went to in Lubbock.
You went to it?
I went and street preached at the one in Lubbock.
Oh.
And they're out there in like unicorns. The funniest thing of the whole deal, I had this young man that was preaching with us, and like he cornered Cartman and was preaching to the Cartman and inflatable.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
That was hilarious.
What is that cartoon? Family Guy?
South Park.
South Park, yes.
Yeah, a horrible cartoon that no one should ever watch.
Right, correct. Along with the South Park, or what did I say? Family Guy, The Simpsons, none of it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But yes, I'm like now in my head, inflatables are all going to be running down. All I'm going to be thinking about is these silly protests.
Yeah. Another thing of inflatables that I've been seeing lately too, or I saw, was at Fiesta. There was a lot of people dressed up as inflatables out there watching the balloons.
So strange.
I'm like, how can you even see what's going on around you? Because the hole that you can look through is like this big.
Yeah.
You're like, how can you look up and even see?
Pull the big inflatable head backwards, so I can see anything as they go up.
So funny.
But
anyway, it'll be fun.
So you have all your inflatable costumes left over from Halloween. Now you can come out there and race down Eagle Draw.
Right? I mean, those things can be upwards of $60 to $100. Might as well get some use out of it.
I've never looked one up.
You should. There's funny ones. There's, what was one we saw? There's sumo wrestlers. You saw this. You saw the unicorn one in person.
I saw a Snoopy one this weekend.
That is cute.
Yeah.
They make all kinds now. Of course, you can get the ones where the alien looks like it's abducting you, and all that kind of stuff too. Of course, T-Rex is always classic.
Oh yeah, the T-Rex is So that'll be fun to watch.
There's one that's like a slinky dog or like a weenie dog. and it's for 2 people.
Nuh-uh.
That would be great.
That's hilarious.
So funny.
Does it look like people riding a slinky dog or a weenie dog? Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I gotta go online and Google all this so I can find goofy
For
inflatable
real.
costumes.
It will make you chuckle. It'll be a great laugh if you need a laugh one of these
All right, we need
days.
everybody to sign up for this.
Yes.
So we can just. I'm not signed up, but I'm gonna watch.
Come out. Yeah, it's going to be so fun. I'm excited. We've also invited the car club, Artesia car enthusiasts,
Yeah.
the local car club here. Every year for the last few years, we've asked them to come out as well, and they park along Eagle Draw. So it's kind of a cute little area where you can see some classic cars along with the balloons. They're out there talking about their cars with the balloons, and it makes for great pictures. And it's obviously weather permitting on everything.
Yeah.
So even if there's like a little bit of a drizzle, they won't make it out.
fly.
But that they, of course, you can't. The paint. We can't get the cars wet.
The cars won't come out.
Cars will not come out of that.
Oh, yeah.
But that's okay. We've invited them out, and so hopefully that'll work out. Hopefully everything is just smooth sailing for that morning.
You guys got food trucks coming out that morning too.
Food trucks, yes. Coxie's been really good about reeling in some food trucks, because the hard part about this, when we invite food trucks, I mean, everybody's like, yeah, I'm a food vendor. We have so many around, right? And then you tell them, be ready to serve food at 5:30 a.m. They're like, what? Just
for
kidding.
A food truck, that means like their day's starting like 3 a.m.
Yeah, they're like, we can't make it.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Like,
we're
never
booked
mind,
already.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Something came up.
Yeah. So I'm excited though. Lucky Duck, I think, has signed on. He's gonna actually bring fresh food from the hotel.
Okay.
Out there, we have Fat Straw coming out, I believe, and then I think there's like a taco truck that's gonna make breakfast tacos, I think.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be a really fun time. We've got like I said, 15 balloons already signed up. There's more room for balloons. There's more room for sponsors. I always tell people, because some of these pilots think that like it's invitation only, and so they'll ask me, do you want me to invite some people? And I'm like, please, we can always, there's more room on typically they go between 10th and 13th Street, right there in Eagle Draw.
Yeah.
That's the majority of them. But we hop over 10th, and you can go pretty far up to almost to 7th.
Almost to 7th.
Almost.
There's not a whole lot of trees on that section,
Yeah.
so.
And it's real nice and flat.
Yeah.
And then we can always even hop over 13th Street and go towards Bowman that way, too.
Yeah,
So
that's wide open over there as well.
So we have room for upwards.
Call all your friends with balloons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please come. That would be so much more fun. We have a couple of new ones this year. We've got an alien balloon.
Yeah.
We have what really fun is typically we have a lady from Amarillo who comes, and she has a balloon that she typically takes to Mexico to fly in Santiago.
Oh, really?
In a big rally up there, or down there, I should say. And so usually when she comes to our rally, it's kind of butted up against that one. So her balloon has to sit in customs. And so she usually borrows a balloon to fly. So this year, Santiago was in February this year.
Okay.
So she's not doing that. So she's bringing her balloon and the person that she flies, the other person that she usually flies the borrowed balloon.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm excited for that. That'll be cool to see both of them here. We've seen them here in the past, different times, but now they'll be together.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be fun. So I'm excited. It'll be really fun. I nerd out on this event every single year. It's my favorite one.
Yeah.
I'm excited to have, we have a title sponsor this year for the first time in my existence at the Chamber. ExxonMobil has graciously come in. So they are going to be our big event title sponsor for the whole entire thing, which is why we can have inflatable race and open up the Balloons, Bands, and Brews on Saturday night for free.
Gotcha.
And we're just so excited for them to be able to have that, and the bouncy houses. And I think Balloons, Bands, and Brews, we're working with Artesia Arts Council with that. And Jessica Addington over there, she's been so awesome. She found a flame thrower person to come and perform.
Oh, really?
So fun. She also is getting Hugs and the Huckleberries.
You said a flamethrower person. Did you
Thrower,
like
I
fire
think
eater person,
I
does
think,
stuff like that, like blow fire and all that.
I think.
Because that'd be pretty cool if somebody's out there with an actual flamethrower, too.
Well,
I'd be good with that.
Yeah, we just need to make sure the trees are safe. But no, I'm so yeah, that's gonna be really fun. And then we have a balloon artist, like someone that does like animal balloons and face painting and stuff for the kiddos. We're working with the band, Artesia High School Marching Band. I'm so pumped for that. Of course, that's tight because it's Bulldogs on Review that night. And we'll do the fire concert with our hot air balloonists, and then they'll just skedaddle and take off and go straight over to Estelle Yates.
They got multiple performances going on that night.
They do, yeah. And the cheerleaders are on deck to come out and perform with them, and I think we've even got the little twirling star girls coming again. They get their little glow-in-the-dark. And she said that she wants to really work on some of her good baton girls. Yeah. And see if they could do fire.
Oh, goodness.
That would be cool. We'll see. I don't know. It's all just so fun and all the fun ideas and all the cool things.
Fire department needs to bring some extra trucks Saturday night.
That's what you're hearing me say, huh? Yes.
There's a lot of fire going on downtown.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I'm so excited. And, we love doing that event kind of downtown in that 5th and Texas area, mainly because we have that awesome mural right there on the back of the building of the Wellness Center. Is a student mural, and some of the balloons pictured on that mural actually come to our rally, which is so cool, or have come in the past, or historically. And so it's really neat to incorporate the art in Artesia while we have a fun time and have balloons, bands, and brews. And then the other side of it is on Saturday night, November 8th, which is just 3 days shy of Veterans Day. And so we extended the event space to include Beige Park. And so that'll be really cool, and it's lit up at night. We want people to just be able to look at it, listen to some music, have some entertainment, and really acknowledge what that monument means to our town. So
it's also 2 nights prior to the most important event this year.
Oh, yes. Well, yes.
250th birthday of the United States Marine Corps.
Can I ask you a question about that?
Yeah.
What was going on this weekend? Why did J.D. Vance go to something?
So this happens every year, and people are like, oh, they shut the, no, they were having a 250th day celebration, or 250th year celebration. So the Marine Corps tends to spread this celebration out over, because you can't do everything across the entire Marine Corps
on
that one day, right? Assets and people and upper echelon leadership needing to go to these events, and so it wasn't everybody's like, oh, Vance and them did this, and no, they didn't. The Marine Corps set this up a long time ago. The Marine Corps doesn't pull off an event like this by putting it together in a couple weeks.
Sure.
I guarantee this has been in planning for an entire year. Hey, we're going to do it. Here's the weekend we can make it work. Here's the weekend, and there's so many factors that go into planning all that stuff.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Yes. So, but that's what that was. It was the 250th. They wanted to have a massive celebration at Camp Pendleton, and so that's what they did.
That's awesome. Yeah, I heard some scuttlebutt about it, and I was like, what? I don't know why they did it early, but that makes sense. So maybe on the 10th it's going to be even bigger and better, and Trump will be there.
Well, on the 10th, more than likely you'll have the one in D.C. Camp Lejeune will have their big celebration. Japan, the units in Japan will have their big celebration, and it'll be kind of spread out all over.
Fun. Yeah. That's awesome. Cool. Yeah, I saw that and I was like, that's cool. That's really fun. Yeah. So it's going to be a really fun weekend. I really encourage it. November 7th through the 9th. It's going to be so cool. Of the 15 balloons we already have signed up, there's almost all of them. I can't say exactly. Almost all of them have said yes to a Friday flight at one of the schools.
Cool.
And so we were able to get 2 balloons at multiple schools. We were able to incorporate Artesia Classical Academy into that as well.
Awesome.
So they're going to have a fun balloon. And so, we're excited.
Great.
Yeah, there's a lot. We'll be able to, I think the only one we couldn't cover is the high school. Because number one, it's a tough, there's not really a playground at the high school, right? They don't have that anymore. And then some people mentioned Morrisfield, so we went and looked at it, but there's just a lot of power lines all right there. And a lot of times they'll go up and go north, and that's right at 13th and Main, and
Yeah,
it's a
something happens there.
It's a weird spot. So I
Yeah.
think the high school they've been there and they've done that for 11 years, or well 9 I guess till 9th grade. So I think they'll be able
High
to
schoolers
watch.
will be fine.
They'll be okay. We love them anyway.
Yeah.
So.
They just need to be working anyway.
And it's a Friday, so some of them might be at some of the elementary
Okay.
schools anyways because
Yeah.
they got to do the sport thing. So we'll see.
Get the high school childhoods over. Get to work.
Yeah.
You know?
Their rite of passage has passed.
Yeah.
No, I'm so excited because they'll be able to have multiple balloons at some of these,
Yeah.
especially the bigger schools. I mean, that have the room. I mean, Zia has a huge area. You
huge
could
space,
do
yeah.
you could do 2 balloons there, easy. Yeso, same.
Yeah.
Hermosa has 2 balloons already because of family ties. So that's cool. And I feel like we could probably do 2 at Park. You could probably do 2 at I don't know. There's a lot of them. Maybe even Grand Heights. I'm not sure, but a lot of them can have a couple of them. So
exciting.
It'll be good. I'm excited. Yeah, November 7th through the 9th. If you need any information, we're on Facebook. We have a big event, and I'm asking everyone to invite their friends to that because that is a huge way that we can spread the news about any sort of weather information.
Yeah.
So really, 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 if you are on social media, please go to Facebook. Please watch it. Please go to the event. Like it, follow it, whatever you need to do.
There you go.
Say that you're coming so that you get those immediate notifications. And then, of course, artesiachamber.com. And call us. Come by. Talk to us about hot air balloons. We love it.
Yeah. All right, we're going to go to commercial break, and we'll come back and we'll talk about the rest of the stuff going on around town.
Sounds good.
With your Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Cirillo. The Roswell Police Department will be part of another National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day. The event this weekend, RPD is again partnering with Walgreens to host the event at the South Roswell store on Saturday. Members of RPD will be at the store at 1200 South Main Street from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. when the public can bring unwanted and unneeded prescription drugs. The service is free. Those bringing prescription drugs can always remain anonymous. Farm to Table New Mexico continues seeking a new executive director. Farm to Table is a visionary nonprofit group dedicated to building a local, healthy, equitable, and sustainable food system through education and advocacy. The executive director will provide visionary leadership and help to ensure the sustainable growth and impact of the organization. The role combines strategic planning, community outreach, and comprehensive fundraising to advance the group's mission and strengthen organizational capacity. For more details on the job posting, go to farmtotablenm.org. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo.
All across America, this is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
Good morning. Up next now is many major companies starting to announce third quarter earnings today after stocks went into recovery mode on Monday. The major averages rose back to near their record highs, and widely held stock in Apple set a record intraday high of $263. The SEC is considering proposals to allow companies to report earnings just twice a year instead of 4 times a year because preparing the reports is costly and time-consuming. But opponents say that would disadvantage small business owners and small investors with much less information than Wall Street has, and reports 4 times a year give everyone certified official insights into the economy. Car and home insurance have gotten so expensive, the Wall Street Journal reports that lawmakers in both red and blue states are coming under pressure and telling their home states to cap insurance rates. The median age of first-time home buyers is now 38 years old, the highest on record by far. Treasury Secretary Bessent says he'll try hard to get mortgage rates and home prices down. American Express says cardholder spending rose 8%. With business, I'm Joe Connolly.
This is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
What if the future of finance wasn't built around averages, but around you? At Abacus Global Management, we're reshaping financial planning around the most personal data point, your lifespan. But it's more than just insight, it's control. As a technology-driven asset manager, we're empowering investors with an integrated system to take command of your time, your future, your financial destiny. This is a new era of investing. Take control at abacusgm.com.
Hey everyone, with your Cowboys Report, I'm Christy Scales. Ho-hum, another game, another league record for Brandon Aubrey. The greatest long-distance field goal kicker in NFL history joins us right after this.
A true Dallas Cowboys fan is there for the journey and the destination. This is the season to make your journey count by flying through McAllen International Airport, the South Texas airport of the Dallas Cowboys. Whether you're flying down for McAllen's award-winning fall and holiday festivals, or you're a South Texas fan flying up to cheer the Cowboys on, make your journey as satisfying as your destination at the South Texas airport of the Dallas Cowboys. McAllen International Airport, above, beyond, at McAllenAirport.com.
I'm home. Hey, Mom, before you ask, I've done my homework and the dishwasher's unloaded.
Nice. Hey, can you... Hey, hon, yes, I've got the finale ready to play. Here's your wine.
Wow. Isn't it nice not having to ask? We think so. That's why if there's a network interruption, AT&T will proactively credit you for a full day of service. Guaranteed. Credit for fiber downtime lasting 20 minutes or more, or for wireless downtime lasting 60 minutes or more caused by a single incident impacting 10 or more towers. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See att.com/guarantee for details.
In Sunday's win over the Commanders, Cowboys All-Pro Brandon Aubrey drilled a 61-yard field goal in the first half, thus becoming the first kicker in NFL history with 5 career makes from 60-plus yards. A down-to-earth, matter-of-fact kind of guy, Aubrey doesn't try to make too much of himself or his new record because attempts from longer distances are becoming more common across the league.
It's going to be a living record. I feel like with kickers getting better and better every year, it's going to be tough to hold on to that one with just 5. Now that is well within the range, it's something I expect myself to make. Feels like I'm just going through my process and treating it like any other kick.
This coming Sunday, Aubrey and the Cowboys play in Denver, and in the thin air of the Mile High City, shoot, let him try one from 70 yards. With the Cowboys Report, I'm Christy Scales.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. 70 to 75 on the afternoon high today. High pressure is parked overhead. That'll keep things sunny. Overnight looks clear. We're in the mid-40s and then upper 70s to low 80s and lots of sunshine coming up on Wednesday. Few clouds Wednesday night. We do have a slim chance of a shower popping up on Thursday. We'll be in the low 80s, back to sunshine and cooler Friday. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
Welcome back, Artesia. We're still in studio with Mitch. I was like, looked over and they didn't have your camera up. There you are.
Hi.
In the back of my head. I got to move that camera. All right. So we talked about, what are we going to talk about after this balloon rally's over?
Oh my gosh.
Are we gonna run out of stuff to?
No.
Okay, you got
There's
more coming.
so much. I mean, just this week we have so much stuff. Well, first of all, this weekend is Trick or Treat Main Street, which is always such a huge deal, right?
Yeah.
And so they've been collecting donations. They've been collecting money.
Mm-hmm.
And in the past, we've taken on, the Chamber has taken on KSVP Radio in a candy battle. And
really?
we pushed it out yesterday. It is upon us again. We have 1 week, Artesia, to you can go get candy and you can.
If we're in competition, why are you using our airways to advertise your side of it?
Because it's awesome. Hey, it can be for you too.
There you go.
I was just about to say, you have 1 week to go get candy and bring it to either KSVP Radio or Artesia Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah.
And we're really excited. So we have officially, you might see this really awesome graphic Camille put up yesterday.
Candy battle.
The candy battle is back.
Hilarious.
We have to defend our title because
I need to
we
go find that
won
and share
in the
that now.
past. Yes, go find it. It's on Facebook. It is also in the very first thing on your chamber chat that was sent out yesterday, the top of the thing. No, I'm excited. It'll be fun. It's just help out Artesian Main Street because, they, like I said, they've gotten a lot of donations for candy and for money because they'll go buy whatever they need, the rest of what they need. But it's really fun to kind of have a little candy battle and get the community involved.
Yeah.
So
Saturday night,
it'll
5
be
to 7.
Mm-hmm. Saturday. There's so much on.
And there's
Saturday.
3, and the library's got their deal going on. Does the museum have something too? I think
The museum has something. Oh, here comes Gene.
Gene's like, no.
Oh no, I'm getting notes. I'm getting notes.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh.
What does it say?
He says KSVP gets a quarter of the candy. The chamber
For
candy
advertising.
for advertising. Okay, so yes. Okay, Saturday there's a trunk or treat. Is this the only trunk or treat happening on Saturday? At Catalyst Church, that's 5:30 to 7:30. There's Trick or Treat Main Street from 5 to 7. There is. Oh, I don't have library or museum, but I will get that information. There's just a lot. There's Friday night is the home football game.
Yep.
The other thing that's happening this weekend is I'm sure a lot of the kiddos that played Artesia Youth Soccer. There's a big tournament to end the whole season. So that will be a busy Friday and Saturday as well.
Yep.
But yeah, it's going to be a fun week. But starting with tomorrow, Wednesday, there is a really cool opportunity. At the chamber, we try to push voting and getting information, getting your voice heard, but also we try to get people, candidates that are running for different seats across the whole state, whether that's local, whether that's county, whether that's statewide, or even some of our national seats. We try to get them in town so that we can get our people in front of them.
Yeah.
And so one of those candidates is coming tomorrow to the chamber from around 12 o'clock. So it'll be a lunch thing. Michael Perry. He is from Roswell, and he's running for New Mexico Land Commissioner.
Yeah.
He will be on the ballot, and he really wants people to come and ask him questions. He wants to give ideas showcase his ideas of what he plans if he gets elected, and how you could potentially vote for him if you want to. So yeah, if you want to come to it, you can bring your own lunch, or excuse me, it's $10 if you want us to feed you. That's totally fine. We'll have lunch there. And come and meet Michael. It's
there you go. He popped it up there on the screen.
Yeah, he like I said, he's from Roswell, so he's excited to come down and you can hear about all the ideas that he has for the land office.
Great.
Yeah. So yeah, It's a great opportunity. We'll probably be now that the people are starting to run for different things and candidates are starting to announce things.
It's
about
time starting this month.
Yep.
This next couple of months, we'll start seeing them, and they'll start popping in. So
absolutely. And there's a few on the ballot. I know we're working with the chambers, working with Gene and everybody to kind of get some really good information from some of our local candidates running for things as well, and trying to be fair and trying to figure out a way to ask them all the same question and then air them all at the same time. That way no one hears anybody else's responses. And so that's also in the works coming up, and we'll get that information pushed out as quickly as possible as well. So there's a lot of information that we work at the chamber. We're not
partisan.
Right, nonpartisan. Thank you. We have to stay very neutral, but we do want to provide the opportunity because oftentimes these elections will affect our members and small businesses. And so I'm really excited for that's coming up as well. And then we're working on Shop Artesia stuff, holiday shopping. You said something last week that struck me. We have time. Don't we have time?
No. I'm just like, if I said something, I don't know where this is going.
No, you're good. You're good. I was like, oh no, do I not have time? You said something that really struck a chord, and we're running with it. And so I want to give you credit because it was such two words that were just really, really amazing. And turns out it's a nationwide thing.
Okay.
Best idea ever, right? Because you already had it. Start local.
Yeah.
You said it last week, and it really resonated with me because one of our biggest hashtags that we've been using for quite some time is love the local. And I love that. Yeah. But I also really thought those two words are so powerful. And it was just really like, you know what? This is how we're going to do our Shop Artesia campaign. So start local. Start local. So.
Yeah, and the whole thought behind that is I think I said it last week, and I'll say it again, is as small business owners, we can't have everything.
Right.
But if you start with us and we realize, hey, look, we've got a shortfall here. Like, okay, maybe we can't help you now, but we'll see if we can add that to, and if we know that business is coming to us first, then we can start to add those things.
Yeah.
We can expand our businesses. But if everybody just goes, well, they don't have it, I'm skipping over them and I'm going to the big box stores, or I'm going to Lubbock, or I'm going to Raleigh. Yeah, hey, we can't ever grow.
Right.
And so we can't service the local community well enough. But if you start with us, and support us in what we've got going on, we'll grow to meet your needs.
Well, and who knows, on the flip side of that, as a consumer, what if your mind changes on what you were looking for and something else come and you're like, oh, they did want that particular gift or whatever it is, especially for Christmas ideas, Christmas gift ideas.
Well, and I know with us, like, owning the garden centers, people don't realize that we got the homes in front of it, and people come out and they see all the other stuff we've got, and they're like, oh, holy cow, I just thought this was plants. No, we got a bunch of other stuff too.
Homes and gardens.
Homes and gardens.
No, I'm excited. I think it'll be really cool. So we're building a whole campaign around that as well. About starting local, start here, see what you can find here before you go anywhere else. We understand that you might have to go somewhere else. However, there are things here that sometimes you just don't know. I mean, I could spend hours in Honey Depot. I really could. There's just so much. It's amazing. Yeah. So
she's got a little
start
bit of
here.
Everything in that store.
Start here, and I really think that you can find a lot on your Christmas list and check off a lot. So we're working on some fun ideas with that and how we can support locally, especially going into this holiday season, which is upon us.
Yeah,
so
it is. It's that time.
Here. It's that time.
Start shopping. So.
Yep, it was a good kickoff last weekend with Art in the Park.
Yeah.
That was a really fun event. They had over 90 vendors, 90 booths, and then, of course, tons of food trucks. They looked like the lines were so long all day. It was awesome.
Great.
The cakewalk sounded great. We were on the other end of the park, so I couldn't hear it as much, but I saw tons of band people, tons of families. I did not. We had a booth. My kiddo had a booth. He worked really, really hard on his 3D printer and made a whole bunch of fun things.
Great.
And he said early on, he says, Mom, I want to do art in the park. And I said, all right, kiddo, let's do it.
Yeah.
So, of course, halfway through, he had to deal with a broken part. We had to order, things like that. So that was a little detrimental to him, but I'm excited for him. He did a good job. He's got some orders to fulfill still. And he sold out by like 1:30, 1 o'clock, 1:30, something like that. So I was proud of him. He did a good job. Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Amazing what you can do with 3D printers, though.
It really is. And there was a couple other booths that had 3D printed stuff. And it was really neat because he was able to go to those. They were adults that had, been doing it for quite some time. And he's kind of new to the world. And so it was neat for him to be able to pick their brain and talk filament and this and that and sunlu and bamboo and whatever. I was like, oh, I don't even know what you're saying right now, but whatever. It was fun. So I was very proud of him. He did a good job and had fun. And it's neat to see when the kiddos are involved in that, and he got a lot of compliments from people like, I love that you're just using your creativity on this. And so it was good.
Well,
it was
that is really cool.
Yeah.
So
it was a great holiday kickoff weekend. I hope people found some fun stuff. But now it's here.
Yeah, start local.
Start local.
So we got football game going. We've got a bunch of trick-or-treating and trunk-or-treating and everything going on this weekend.
Michael Perry tomorrow at the Chamber.
Michael Perry tomorrow at the Chamber.
Meet and greet.
What else is coming up? We got about 4 minutes.
We are working on, of course, we'll have trying to get a legislative reception together.
Okay.
Usually that happens around Light Up Artesia time. That is coming up as well. Mark your calendar. Light Up Artesia is coming up as well. It is typically the Thursday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So this year, that will be December 4th. December 4th will be Light Up Artesia. I have not gotten the official word on what the theme is going to be.
Okay.
We've gotten phone calls, so we're working with Main Street people on trying to find out what that theme is going to be, so people can start working on that. The entry forms will be available soon, and let's see what else. There's a big announcement last week. About Haley.
You want to talk about that real quick?
We can talk about Haley. Haley's officially going to be the new city administrator position for City of Artesia. And it was
Haley's taking over Artesia.
I know.
That happened Tuesday night after our show last time. So
it did. It happened last
I
Tuesday at
thought you were
City
keeping a secret
Council.
from me, and then
no,
and then it just happened. That
it
night.
happened that night.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. It was.
Congratulations to her.
Yes.
That's awesome.
I know. I keep getting so sad about it because
you gotta be a little
but then
sad
I have to but then I'm like, I can't make it about me.
You're still gonna see her all the time. It's not like she won't be in the office every day, but you'll probably see her constantly.
Yeah. No, I'm excited for her. I think, she's been at the chamber pushing 20 years, like 19-ish years.
I know. Yeah.
And so it is a great opportunity for her because, she doesn't live in the city limits, and so but works here and knows everything here and does great things here and works well with the city and the mayor and is such an amazing asset. And so it's going to be a great fit for her, I really think. And I think it's going to be a great opportunity for the city because as county commissioner, she works with our county manager, and this is a very similar role, being a city administrator. So I think it's going to be great for her. I'm so thrilled for her. I'm very sad for us, but no, I think this is, it's just you have to accept change, right?
I think it's a really great position for a city to take on too, is to bring someone in to carry that day-to-day load that the mayor shouldn't necessarily have to carry.
Yes.
He should be that, sitting in that executive position. And so now we're going to have someone in there that's going to be directing and running and helping him out and carrying that load for him. And so that'll be really neat.
Absolutely. I think it's going to be a really great transition for her. And then it'll be a big transition for us too, right? I mean,
change is inevitable. It always comes.
It is, and I struggle with it, but it's not about me, and it's going to be great. Everything's going to be fine. And like you said, she's not leaving. No. She will be down the street. She keeps trying to remind me that.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Anyway,
awesome.
We wish everything's going to be amazing, and
great. Yeah.
And she's not leaving because she hates us.
No.
So
awesome. Thank you so much for stopping in today, and we'll see you later.
Yep.
Sometimes that dog barking is an Artesia Bulldog preparing for victory. Most of the time, however, it's probably just the family pet asking for attention. Artesia Animal Clinic provides a full range of services for just about any size pet or animal. Our new clinic has been expanded to provide better quality of care, including an in-house laboratory, radiology, surgery, herd health, and more. So the next time your pet looks like they could use some extra care, come by Artesia Animal Clinic in our newly remodeled and expanded facility at 110 West Mahone Drive.
When was the last time a bank asked you about your needs or your goals? When you're a member of Artesia Credit Union, you get to use your money for something more important than fees and finance charges. You get to use your money for you. Membership is open to anyone who calls New Mexico home. Become a member of Artesia Credit Union today and see what your partners can do for you. North 5th Street in Artesia or online at artesiacu.org. Artesia Credit Union, member NCUA.
Incredible in Artesia is open for business, ready to give you the hometown quality and customer service you know and love. Georgia and her team specialize in in-house design for quality custom business cards at a competitive price. From scanning to desktop publishing, if you need it, they can do it. on Main Street across from the Derek Floor statue in downtown Artesia. For all your printing needs, think Ink Credible.
Searching for a church that honors God? Come to First Church Artesia at 4th and Grand. We're a family of believers putting Christ first, preaching the Bible with reverence and uniting all ages in family-integrated worship. Sundays at 10:45 a.m., experience the timeless truth and heartfelt praise. We're reaching Artesia with the good news, living all of Christ for all of life. Check out artesiareform.com or find us on Facebook, First Church Artesia, where faith thrives.
Are you ready to make a difference in the lives of students and athletes right here in the City of Champions? Artesia Public Schools is now hiring school bus drivers for routes and activities. A CDL, background check, and drug test are required, but don't worry, we'll help you get your CDL. Join the team and drive our Bulldogs to success on the road and in life. Visit bulldogs.schoolspring.com to learn more. That's bulldogs.schoolspring.com. Drive the pride of Artesia.
Dean's Inc. of Artesia provides a superior choice for all your electrification, communication, and supply needs, with a vision to be the premier industrial electrical service provider in New Mexico and West Texas, providing unparalleled quality in supplies and service with highly skilled and conscious personnel. We pledge to our customers to exhibit the utmost in integrity and reputation while providing superior quality in all we do. Dean's Inc., located at 409 Commerce Road or online at deansinc.com.
Is your old car really scary? Does it look dreadful or smell awful? Don't be afraid. Roswell Ford will take in any trade. Roswell Ford needs your trade, so now is the perfect time to upgrade from your old vehicle and drive home a new Ford or quality pre-owned vehicle. You'll be shocked at how much we'll pay for your old car, truck, or SUV toward the purchase of a new Ford. And don't be frightened by how much you owe on your old car. Roswell Ford will take your trade, even if you owe thousands more than it's worth, so you can upgrade to a new Ford and get massive savings. 0% financing and make no payments till 2026. Worried your credit will make car buying scary? We've partnered with even more aggressive lenders who will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. All roads lead to huge American-made savings and a better buying experience. Get on board at Roswell Ford, 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com. 0 APR for 48 months is $20.83 per thousand finance. Interest accrues from date of sale. Subject to lender approval on select vehicles. Offers not combined.
To bolster the Gaza ceasefire. And about that ceasefire, President Trump says he will be patient with Hamas in its compliance with the terms of the deal, but Mr. Trump warns his patience is not unending.
They got very rambunctious and they did things that they shouldn't be doing. And if they keep doing it, then we're going to go in and straighten it out, and it'll happen very quickly and pretty violently, unfortunately.
The president warns Hamas could face annihilation if it doesn't follow through on what it agreed to. The body of another Hamas hostage has been turned over to Israel, which awaits the return of 15 more. Some tense moments the other day aboard an Omaha to Los Angeles flight.
Pilots aboard American Airlines Flight 6469 mistakenly thought someone was trying to break into the cockpit yesterday, resulting in a return flight to the Omaha airport 40 minutes after taking off for Los Angeles. An American spokesman says the intercom that pilots and flight attendants used to speak to each other had been left on by accident. The pilots heard some static sound over the intercom. They mistakenly thought someone was trying to break in. The Omaha Airport Authority says there was no security-related incident at the airport. I'm Mike Hempen.
Police have arrested a man accused of threatening to open fire at Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International Airport. What's described as an assault rifle was allegedly found in 49-year-old Billy Joe Cagle's vehicle. Police say Cagle described his attack plan while he was streaming on social media. Watching Wall Street this hour, the Dow is up 344 points. The Nasdaq 27 points lower. More on these stories at townhall.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-583-0141. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-583-0141. That's 800-583-0141. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Part of the White House East Wing is being torn down to clear the way for construction of a multi-million-dollar privately funded ballroom.
The extent to which the East Wing of the White House will be torn down to make way for the new ballroom isn't clear, but crews have been seen using cranes and other heavy equipment to remove large sections of the building. President Trump previously said the $250 million ballroom would be near the existing structure but would not change it. In a social media post, Mr. Trump confirmed that ground had been broken and that, as he put it, the big, beautiful White House ballroom would be completely separate from the White House itself.
And that's the BBC's Peter Bowes reporting. Japan's parliament has elected conservative Sanae Takaichi as the country's first female prime minister. Takaichi heads the Liberal Democratic Party. Later in the day, she will present a cabinet with a number of allies of LDP's most powerful kingmaker, Taro Aso. Townhall.com. Former NFL star 36-year-old Doug Martin died over the weekend after struggling with police while being detained.
Oakland police say it happened early Saturday while they were investigating a break-in at a home in Oakland. Police say Martin became unresponsive after being arrested. He was transported by paramedics to a hospital where he died. The Oakland native played in front of his hometown fans with Tampa Bay in 2012.
There was school teammates and old high school football teammates, and everybody was there. It's awesome.
Martin was named a first-team All-Pro and made the Pro Bowl after rushing for 1,400 yards in 2015. I'm Gethin Coolbaugh.
President Trump has expressed confidence in reaching what he calls a fantastic trade deal with Chinese President Xi Jinping. At the same time, he mentions tariffs as a negotiating tool. The president may meet with his Chinese counterpart during an upcoming trip to Asia. More on these stories, townhall.com.
Hi, this is Holly from Nels Floral in Artesia, and we are so happy to be the new florist for the KSVIP. If you know someone who is having a special date or event, a birthday, anniversary, or something big is happening in their life, let's make them the KSVIP. On their day, we'll say something on the radio about your special person, and they will receive a beautiful flower from Nels Floral. So call KSVP at 575-746-2751 and nominate your KSVIP.
All right, welcome back, Artesia, the 9 o'clock hour. We're joined in studio now by Mr. Harry Bailey and Jeff Letcher from the Artesia PD. And they've got a special guest. Can you see her on there? Yeah, you can see her on there. Miss Fiona. So you guys are coming to talk to us about Adopt a Pet. Right? You guys got something going on over at the pound?
She is the pet of the week.
Okay.
And she is looking for her forever home.
There you go. So, tell me a little bit about what it takes to adopt a dog over at the animal shelter.
So you come down and see us, meet the dogs. If you find one you like, you fill out an application.
Okay.
And we make sure everything's good there.
Okay.
And then typically we charge a $65 fee for adoption.
Okay.
But right now we have a grant where it doesn't cost you anything.
Okay.
And it's going to include a spade neuter as well as rabies vaccination and microchip.
Oh, wow. Even the microchip, too.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Several $100s worth.
Yeah. So that way, if you lose your dog and it ends up back in the pound again or back in the animal shelter again, we know where to find you.
That's right. Get you back home.
You reduce that recidivism rate. So right now you got a grant. How many animals you guys got over at the shelter right now?
We are full. We have 43 dogs in
43.
custody.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we're always full. I mean, every day it's like that. So this is our third animal that we brought in, third dog.
Yeah.
And we're trying something a little different this time. We've brought in some small ones. So this time I told Harry, hey, let's go with the little bit bigger one, see how it works out.
Yeah.
You know, the small ones have been great. They climbed right up here and just laid down.
Yeah.
You know, the big ones.
Maybe I need a little thing of dog treats here, and I can get them to come.
You never know. You know, if Fiona may jump up here in a minute, who knows? But so we're trying to expand a little bit, you know, and let everybody know that we have a lot of animals in our shelter. I know you said 43 dogs, but and then we have 12, 15 cats.
We're about 28 cats right
okay.
now.
I was gonna say I know they just picked up 3 just a minute ago. So
wow.
So we are always full.
Always full. So and you guys do you guys obviously then I'm assuming if you're going to microchip the dogs, you guys have a way of reading those down there. So if someone's animal ends up there,
yes,
you guys can read the microchips and you find their families and stuff.
Yes,
so.
they're not GPS, but we have it's called a reader.
Yeah.
And you scan it, gives a number.
Yeah.
And then we call the company and they'll release the name to us.
Yeah.
And how to get a hold of you.
Yeah. Yep. That was the first thing I did when I bought a dog. Put that chip in there because, you don't want to lose them. You know, sometimes they get away. You know, and so, so you guys have got a program going on. Somebody can come down and get adopt for free, basically right now. How it can if somebody's just wanting to look around? What are the hours they can come in and just take a look and see what you guys have got?
So we are there Monday through Saturday, 8 to 5 p.m.
8 to 5.
And come see us.
Awesome.
Yeah. And I was gonna say is if it's after 5, go ahead and give us a call. Schedule it. We can make arrangements that because I know sometimes that 8 to 5 is what we work. So that's what you work and and so we can come and meet you down there. Our goal is just to get these animals adopted.
Yeah.
It has helped with the grant that we've had. We've been able to waive the fees. We've been able to do some stuff. Eventually, that grant's going to run out, and we're going to have to charge that $65, and we're not going to be able to include the spay and neuter. We're working on some things to hopefully continue that program in the future, but right now is the time. If you're looking for an animal or you've seen one of them that we have.
Is there anywhere to go online and see the animals or anything? Do you guys post them up? Where do people find that at?
ArtesiaAnimalShelter.org.
.org. Okay.
And they're there.
Artesia Animal Shelter. They're all on there. You can go in there and look at all the different animals, and if you take a liking to one, get down there and rescue them. You know.
Yeah.
And on Facebook we have Artesia Animal Shelter, which we showcase the pet of the week and some educational material as well.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah. It is a sad state of affairs that these animals end up, without homes and everything else. And I'm glad you guys are there to, do your best and take care of them. Try to get as many of them adopted out as possible. On average, what do you guys think about adoptions? Weekly, monthly?
So this month we're doing really good. And
okay.
I think a lot of it has to do with grant. We've already completed 33 adoptions this month.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah,
that is great.
Now, the downfall to that is we've had 67 come in this month.
Oh,
so
my
since
goodness.
the first. And 20 of those are people releasing their animals.
Oh, man. Well, that's a sad day.
Yeah.
So you guys are capacity is 43, you said?
Capacity is actually 40.
40. Okay.
We're a little bit stacked right now, so we need some help.
A little bit over. Okay. There you go. Gene's coming in to get Fiona in the shot a little more there. So you can tell she's a loving dog, and so if someone's looking for a pet, I mean it's coming up Christmas time, you can get your kids pets or something, so take these animals in. And
what do we know about this one?
Yeah, so
well, she is a 1-year shepherd mix.
Okay.
She was actually owner released. The owners just couldn't take care of him anymore.
Okay.
And as you can tell, she's just super lovey.
Yeah.
Loves her belly rubs.
Yeah.
We took her out to Art in the Park this weekend.
Okay.
And she just loved on children.
Yeah.
She was playing with the other animals out there, so she would really make a good pet.
Good. Yeah. So if you're sitting at home right now and you need a companion, our animal shelter has them. So get out there and excuse me, and adopt a animal. So I was trying to think what else do you guys want to share about what's going on? What if people want to help out? So the grant's going to run out. Can people donate towards that grant? Can people donate towards operating costs there for the city and everything else?
Yeah, so there is ways that people can help out. It's not that they can just come out there and hand us a check.
Okay.
There's ways that it has to be taken care of through
Gotcha.
city council and all that.
Okay.
But most definitely, if somebody wants to sponsor an animal or somebody wants to do something like that, we can figure out ways to do that.
Okay.
We are looking at trying to renew the grant once it runs out.
Yeah.
We're also looking at some other options, other grants. Ultimately, my goal would be that we can continue doing the program that we're running right now. If we can keep it where we can waive the adoption fee, we can get them spayed and neutered, we can get them microchipped, and then we can also get their vaccination. It seems to help.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, people tend to like the free portion of it. And I know I've gotten a few dogs from the shelter myself, and the first one I went out there like, okay, I'm ready to get a dog, and then they're like, okay, well, it's $65. I'm like, wait, I'm adopting this dog. I'm not paying you for it.
Exactly.
So there's some people don't understand that, and when they get out there, it's like, well, I don't really want to do that. So we're trying to keep it where we can waive the fees. Ultimately, if we keep our shelter full all the time, the only way that we're going to lower that is to make sure that every animal that comes in there is spayed and neutered.
Yeah.
With the program we're running now, that's one way we can guarantee that's going to happen. And so we're hoping to keep that program.
Yeah. Okay. And now I know you guys work in conjunction with Paws and Claws. They work with you. So if people wanted to donate and help there, they could go and help through that program as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So because I know
Be
that
utilized in the shelter as well. So.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, it doesn't have to be monetary.
Yeah.
With time. If you want to come out and if you want to spend some time with the animals, play with them. We have a little area that they can come out and they can play fetch with the dog, walk the dog, or whatever. That just is a big boost for the dog, especially the dogs, because they are unfortunately in kennels. It's doggy jail for them. So
just get them some yard time.
Yeah. So we always we're always looking for anyone that wants to come out and do that. I don't tend to come out and do that because then I want to take every one of them home.
You don't want to take them home.
So and my wife, she says we have enough, so I have to listen to that.
There you go.
But I would take them all home if I could.
Oh, I agree. We wish I had a big giant piece of land where we could just turn them all free.
Yeah, exactly.
Let them be happy. But so if you guys you guys also take donations for? I know. Like I've talked about, like bringing towels and.
Yes.
And what other types of materials if people want to donate stuff?
Towels, blankets, dog food, cat food, toys, dog treats.
I know
stuff is
some
very
other
beneficial.
Let's say some other stuff. I know that I'm not sure how many we have, but I know that some people have brought out some dog harnesses and leashes and stuff like that. And so,
so that way, when someone takes something home, takes a dog home, you know, they've got something they can take with them.
Yes.
Yeah. So that'll be great. So, I really hope people can get out there and adopt some animals. You know, if you've got a room in your heart and room in your home, come on out and help these animals out.
Yeah, and some other things we're doing, like we were out at, well, I was not, but Harry and them were out at Art in the Park. You know, we're trying to get the animals out of the shelter a little bit and get them out in the public.
Yeah.
And so hopefully that helps people see. Fiona here, you know, is interacting well with everyone.
Yeah.
That's something that you can see out in the public.
Yeah.
That helps where you can't see that when we're in the shelter or in the kennel, and so especially when like Fiona was playing with the kids and the other animals and so we're trying to get some other events where we are doing that, and so if we could get people just to show up to those events, then it helps.
That'd be great. That'd be really, really good. So, well, gentlemen, I appreciate you, you know, and keep up the good work on all this, and hopefully we can get some more people out there. You know, we got lots of people in town, lots of room in homes. There you go. She's up there. She's loving on him now. So, if anybody'd like to take Fiona home or any one of these animals, get out to the pound. And where are you guys located at, just so if people don't know?
So we're out behind the Public Service Complex at 502 North Paddy Wagon Way.
Yeah.
It used to be Lewis Drive.
Okay, yeah, right there behind the fire station and police station building. For those who don't know, that's the other name. But yeah, out there, you guys are located out there. You go out there and check everything out. All right, gentlemen, I appreciate you. Thanks so much for coming in, and hopefully Fiona goes home with somebody soon.
Thank you.
All right, God bless.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. 70 to 75 on the afternoon high today. High pressure is parked overhead. That'll keep things sunny. Overnight looks clear. We're in the mid-40s and then upper 70s to low 80s and lots of sunshine coming up on Wednesday. Few clouds Wednesday night. We do have a slim chance of a shower popping up on Thursday. We'll be in the low 80s, back to sunshine and cooler Friday. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
The City of Artesia is proud to announce that we've renewed our agreement with Trans-Aero Medevac. This means that Eddy County residents are automatically enrolled in Trans-Aero's free air ambulance membership program, ensuring there are no out-of-pocket costs that need to be paid if you're flown to a hospital by Trans-Aero. Remember, this benefit only applies to Trans-Aero Medevac. To receive this benefit, ask for Trans-Aero specifically in a medical emergency. For situations where you cannot speak, make sure you have your Trans-Aero membership card alongside either your ID or health insurance card. This will act as a request for Trans-Aero Medevac. You can print out the membership card on the City of Artesia's website. In life's most critical moments, Trans-Aero, the City of Artesia, and our partners stand ready to help when you need it most. If you're an Eddy County resident, take advantage of this free benefit and make sure you fly with Trans-Aero Medevac.
Wilbanks LLC and Wilbanks Trucking Services LLC has over 37 years of experience, from 1987 to 2025, in the Permian Basin oil and gas industry. Wilbanks recently divested out of the rig moving operations to focus exclusively on providing crane services to support the growing demand in the basin. Wilbanks continues to provide quality, expert, and performance-based services to a multitude of customers, with a fleet ranging from 60-ton to 350-ton cranes and locations in Hobbs, Artesia, and Odessa, Texas. We hope that you will consider our team for projects ranging from plant build, compressor sets, to general site build. Please call us at 575-746-6318 to find out what we can do for you. Wilbanks LLC, your regional expert in the crane world.
medical emergency, every second counts. Artesia General Hospital's emergency department is open 24/7, staffed with highly trained professionals ready to provide life-saving care when you need it most. Don't wait. When minutes matter, trust Artesia General Hospital. Quality emergency care close to home. Learn more at artesiageneral.com.
As the seasons change, it can be a great time to refresh your oral health too. Here's a few fall tooth care tips from Smile Expressions in Artesia. Fall is a great time to switch out your toothbrush. Toothbrushes should be replaced every 3 to 4 months. With fall coming comes fall baking, which means lots of sugar-laden treats. In addition to the goodies, try reaching for fruits and vegetables that are rich in fiber. And as the end of your insurance year approaches, now could be the perfect time to take advantage of any unused dental benefits. Please call and schedule your appointment today at Smile Expressions in Artesia. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, home-owned and operated for over 50 years, and here for all your plumbing, heating, and cooling needs. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling has the expertise to install residential, commercial, and industrial air conditioning units, including the conversion of evaporative coolers to refrigerated air systems. Cut cooling costs with high-efficiency Carrier units from Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, your authorized Carrier dealer. Artesia Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, a proud sponsor of the Artesia Bulldogs and our community for over 50 years.
Fall means Graves Farm and Garden is open and ready to help you stock up on fresh, locally grown produce, including squash, zucchini, watermelons, and of course, fresh roasted green chili from mild to extra hot. The pumpkin patch is open and ready for you to pick your own pumpkins, and there's pumpkin rides each weekend in October. Plus, Graves has a variety of hay as well as oak firewood with delivery available. Open 8:30 to 5 Monday through Saturday, 1 to 5 on Sunday, just 6 miles south of Roswell on the Old Dexter Highway. Follow the signs to Graves Farm and Garden, where fall time gets its flavor.
All right, welcome back, Artesia. We're now joined via Zoom by Mr. Aaron Irving. How are you this morning, sir?
I'm living the dream. How about you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing well, man.
Good.
I have a dog in here, and I'm like, I don't need another dog, but I want another.
Yeah.
But I want another dog.
I'm glad I'm not in studio. I might be taking one home.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, man. So I went to look at their website, and I'm like, oh, there's all these dogs on there, and you just feel bad. And like, oh, I wish I could take them all in. But you can't. So, you guys doing good over there today?
Yeah, doing well.
Awesome, man. Awesome. You got a good joke for me today?
Yeah, I'll let you choose again here.
Okay.
Either a shorter, longer joke or a longer joke.
I don't even know what that means.
Well, it's not a one-sentence joke.
All right. Oh, well, let's do the longer joke.
What's that?
Let's do the longer
The
joke.
longer. Okay.
The longest joke.
Oh, this isn't the longest. I got one.
Well, we ain't got time for that, but
Yeah, we don't have time for that one. All right, so two friends are chatting in a pub. Did you hear that Mike died yesterday? Oh no, what happened to him? He was about to pass our house driving in his car when he crashed into a parked car on the side of the road. He broke through the windshield, flew straight through our bedroom window. Wow, what a horrible death. No, he survived that okay. He crawled around toward our wardrobe, tried to stand up, grabbing the handle, but the wardrobe toppled over and fell right on him. That's horrible. That's nothing. He survived that too. He crawled out from under it, went out at the bedroom, tried to lean against the handrails next to the stairwell, but he toppled over, hitting the chandelier on his way down, and when he fell to the ground, the chandelier fell on him. I don't know what to say. That's a terrible end. You would think so, but he survived that as well. He crawled into the kitchen, tried to get a grip, but grabbed the kettle, lost his balance, ripping the wires out of the wall, and the hot water from the kettle splashed on his face. That must have been the last straw. You would think so. He tried to reach for the phone to call the ambulance, but he stepped on the wire he ripped out of the wall just a moment before that. Because he was all wet, he got electrocuted, also shorted out everything in the house. That must be the most cruel death I've ever heard of. But Mike survived even that. Survived? But how did he die then? I shot him. You shot him? Why? If I would have let him keep going, you would have ruined the whole house.
Oh, I was wondering where that was headed. Oh, my goodness. That's crazy. All right, brother. Why don't you go ahead and give us our market report, and we'll talk after that.
All right. This is Aaron Irving with LPL Financial, member of FINRA and the SIPC, bringing you your mid-morning stock market report for Tuesday, October 21st. The Dow Jones Industrial Average jumped this morning, boosted by strong earnings reports from companies such as Coca-Cola and 3M. The 30-stock Dow gained 0.9%, while the S&P 500 rose 0.2%, and the NASDAQ composite was 0.2% lower. Coca-Cola and 3M led the Dow higher after their latest releases surpassed Wall Street's estimates, with the two jumping 3% and 5% respectively. Fellow old economy stock General Motors soared 14% after hiking its guidance for the full year and topping estimates. The Detroit automaker also lowered its estimated impact from President Trump's tariffs for the year, saying that it expects to offset about 35% of that hit. Zions Bank Corp was 2% higher after the regional bank reported third quarter profits that rose from a year ago, despite the disclosure of some bad loans late last week that sparked a broader market rout. Investors are monitoring a crucial week ahead for third quarter earnings, which are revving up, with Netflix set to report after the bell today and Tesla due out tomorrow. A strong start to the earnings season so far appears to be supporting the broad market rally, particularly amid an economic data blackout due to the government shutdown. More than three-quarters of the S&P 500 companies that have posted results so far have beaten expectations, according to FactSet. Major tech companies are expected to account for a dominant portion of profits as the AI trade remains strong, with the Magnificent Seven companies expected to report year-over-year earnings growth of 14.9%. That's compared with 6.7% for the index's remaining 493 companies, according to FactSet. Currently, the Dow Jones Industrial Average is 328 points higher at 47,035. The S&P 500 is up 5 points at 6,740, and the NASDAQ Composite is down 34 points at 22,955. West Texas Intermediate crude is up 5 cents a barrel to $57.57. Stocks of local interest, HF Sinclair is down $1.41 a share to $51.22. Walmart is 6 cents lower at $106.99 a share. Xcel Energy is down 31 cents a share to $80.97. And Apple is $1.52 higher at $263.76 a share. This is Aaron Irving with Oakley & Irving Wealth Management, serving business owners and energy industry professionals in the Pecos Valley and beyond. You can find us at oywealth.com or at our offices in Artesia and Carlsbad. You can call us at 575-887-7075. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. Securities are offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA, and the SIPC.
All right, man. Well, doesn't sound too horrible.
Not too horrible at all.
Sounds like we're surviving.
Yes, sir.
You know, even through this horrid government shutdown, it's the end of the world.
Yeah.
So did you go to your big No Kings rally this weekend, man? I'm sure you were out there chanting No Kings, you know?
And I actually ended up turning off the TV because I didn't want to see it anymore.
Oh, man. I was out there and I'm watching it, and the thing that just struck me, I'm like, what do they think they're accomplishing?
They're useful idiots.
By dressing up in balloon costume things and saying all these dumb chants, and like nothing of substance was said in the whole thing. Yeah. You know, like if they'd had speakers and maybe made some cogent points, and you know, there was a guy out there, because we went to the one in Lubbock, and he's running for some office there in the Lubbock area, Lubbock County or something. You know, and he's over there flipping us off and stuff, you know, and I'm just like, I don't get it, man. You know, like,
yeah, it's crazy that the Democrat Party thinks that profanity is the way to win people over. Martin Heinrich posted on Facebook the F word over the weekend.
Oh, really? Okay, so he's joined.
So I think he was told to do that.
Yeah, he's joined the F-bomb club now. Okay.
Yeah. And it just makes them seem as stupid as they are. I don't understand what that's supposed to.
Yeah, I don't get it either. But we got to give it a little bit of honesty, and that is, it did start. It kind of came to light through some of our Republican people though too, and I don't understand it.
Yeah, and Trump definitely says enough profanity, but the thing is, it's contrived. It's when you see every Democrat senator saying the F word, they're being told to say the F word so they look cool or something, and that's
like somehow they believe that's going to win over the youth. Like, we said the F word, so now the kids are really going to like us and they're going to vote for us. And I'm going,
maybe Heinrich should learn the difference between an elk and a bighorn sheep, and he might get more people to like him. I don't know.
Okay, I missed this. You got to fill me in.
It was a year or so ago. He posted on Facebook about the majestic elk and how beautiful it was, but he had a picture of a bighorn sheep.
I think that's one of the things that kind of gets me is how many of them are so disconnected from our world.
Yes,
they just don't even get it, and Trump is disconnected from our world. He doesn't grasp what it's like to be the blue collar person, but he seems approachable and he makes himself feel genuine at least.
He'll get down in the trench. He worked at McDonald's.
Yeah, they're serving fries, but but you're right. The other side, it's like a cosplay, of the every man. It's like they're putting on a costume. To look and act and sound like us.
Is you're going to go out there and you're going to say such and such and such and such, and you're going to use the F word because that's what we want you to do. And so all of them to go out there and do it, just like little puppets.
Yeah. Well, and all of it is like their grassroots movements are so contrived. It's not even funny because, like I was out there, I'm looking at all the signs and everything, and then I get home, and I'm looking at the media from all the other ones, and they're like exactly the same signs,
George Soros printed the same signs,
same costumes, same everything, and I'm like. There's nothing genuine about any of this. It seems like it all seems to be made up.
It is. It's just creating something, and they've got to pay the people to be out there most times. I mean, you get some useful idiots that do it for free, but
I would say most. I'll be honest. I would say without absolute proof, I would say most of these people. The largest majority of them are just the useful idiots that get sucked into this. I really do. I don't know how many people. Probably the organizers and everything else are probably paid shills, but for the most part, I think these people they get sucked into it because they don't. The few people I talk to really didn't have a grasp on what's going on in the political scene or anything else. They're just angry.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, and so.
I had yesterday, as I was driving home, I heard they were interviewing one of the protesters and said, well, what are you protesting for? Well, Trump is a fascist. Why is he a fascist? Because everything he does is illegal. Well, what did he do that's illegal? Well, everything.
Yeah.
Is deporting illegal immigrants illegal? Well, I don't like it. I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
But it's not illegal.
Yeah. The one lady I had a conversation with one lady. I'm like, well, why do you think he's a king? Well, because he's a jerk, He's just a bad person. I'm like, well, that doesn't make him a king. It might make him a bad person, but how does that make him a king? He does whatever he wants. He does what the president can do,
So Biden ignored more court orders than Trump has ever ignored.
Oh yeah, it's insane.
Yeah,
there's no logic to it. It's just emotion. It's childish. So, All right, brother. Well, good talking to you, man. We'll holler. Oh, go.
And Thursday, we will be at the Energy Summit in Carlsbad, so we won't be doing the morning report on Thursday.
All right. No morning report on Thursday. You'll have to get your market report from the internet.
Yeah, and then Thursday afternoon, I'll do the closing report, but I won't be available Thursday morning. So.
All right, brother. Well, we'll see you next week then.
All right. Have a good one.
Take care. God bless.
With your Pecos Valley news updates, I'm Jared Cirillo. The Roswell Police Department will be part of another National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day. The event this weekend, RPD is again partnering with Walgreens to host the event at the South Roswell store on Saturday. Members of RPD will be at the store at 1200 South Main Street from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. when the public can bring unwanted and unneeded prescription drugs. The service is free. Those bringing prescription drugs can always remain anonymous. Farm to Table New Mexico continues seeking a new executive director. Farm to Table is a visionary nonprofit group dedicated to building a local, healthy, equitable, and sustainable food system through education and advocacy. The executive director will provide visionary leadership and help to ensure the sustainable growth and impact of the organization. The role combines strategic planning, community outreach, and comprehensive fundraising to advance the group's mission and strengthen organizational capacity. For more details on the job posting, go to farmtotablenm.org. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo.
It's time for the Eddy County Sports Report. Finally, it's the district opener for the Artesia volleyball team tonight. They're playing in a tough district, always do, and they'll be taking on Portales team that's got a comparable record to themselves. Artesia is 14-3 overall. Portales is 13-4. Game time in Portales starts at 6 o'clock. Last match for Artesia quite a while ago, almost 2 weeks. It was October the 9th, a 3-0 sweep at Hobbs. Meanwhile, Carlsbad will be taking on Hobbs tonight at 6 o'clock at home. The Cape Girls are 4-14 overall, 0-2 in district after losing 3-1 at Roswell back on Thursday. And Loving's got a match tonight. It's an opportunity for a victory, although Loving is 0-4 in district. So is Hagerman. Game is at Hagerman, starts at 6 o'clock. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at KSVP Radio, AM 990.
Waking up on the right side. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
The Democrats' biggest problem now isn't just Mamdani, and I'll add to that Jasmine Crockett. I'll add to that AOC. I'll add to that the Squad. I'll add to that Pocahontas. I'll add to that Grandpa Bernie, the radical left. It's the moderates, if there are any, that cave to them. I mean, Chuck Schumer, this whole Schumer shutdown goes against every single solitary stated position he's ever had about governance in Washington since he's gotten there. And why is he doing it? Because when he signed on to a continuing resolution the last time, he nearly got kicked out of his ceremonial because he really has no power.
From coast to coast, from sea to shining sea, it's the Sean Hannity Show.
There's a reason I'm so proud of our partnership with Pure Talk, my wireless company, a veteran-owned company, because they don't just talk the talk, they walk the walk when it comes to supporting our vets. It's a veteran-owned company. This month, Pure Talk is choosing to support Canines for Warriors. Now, this is an incredible organization that rescues and trains dogs, pairs them with veterans that are struggling, for example, with PTSD. Canines for Warriors gives these heroes a purpose. It gives them companionship and healing. That's exactly why Pure Talk, a veteran-led company, supports them. Now choose a wireless company that shares your values. Remember, you're going to get unlimited talk and text and plenty of data, $25 a month. Average family saves over $1,000 a year. You get the exact same service as the big carriers, same cell tower, same 5G network. Just dial pound 250, say the keyword save now, and make the switch. Pound 250, keyword save now, switch today to America's wireless company, Pure Talk.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. 70 to 75 on the afternoon high today. High pressure is parked overhead. That'll keep things sunny. Overnight looks clear. We're in the mid-40s and then upper 70s to low 80s and lots of sunshine coming up on Wednesday. Few clouds Wednesday night. We do have a slim chance of a shower popping up on Thursday. We'll be in the low 80s, back to sunshine and cooler Friday. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
Welcome back, Artesia. Hey, we're joined in studio now by Miss Nancy Husselman from Eddy County DWI, and you've got a guest with you today.
Yes, Randall Hamilton.
Randall, pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pull the microphone right up close there,
Okay, there we go.
so we can hear you really well. So, what do you got for us today, Nancy?
I'll let him go first.
Oh, you're gonna let
Yes.
let Randall go first. He's got some. He's got some information for us.
Yes, so my name is Randall Hamilton. I work at Trinity Temple in the youth and kids ministry. And then I wanted to talk about our kids carnival that is coming up. That'll be October 30th. That'll be from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. This is a free event. It's welcome for anybody in the town to come. We'll have candy for the kids. We'll have games for them to play. We'll have a cakewalk. And then we'll have a fire pit. With s'mores. And the biggest thing is for the cakewalk, just bring 2 cans for canned food. And then you can be able to get 5 tickets for the cakewalk, and then the more cans you bring, the more tickets you get for the cakewalk.
And then what do you do with the cans? Tell them what you do with that.
Oh, and then we give out the cans in our food distribution to help give to the people that need food boxes and just people that are needing help with food in town and stuff like that are just struggling right now.
That's good.
The other thing that I have is we're also having another conference at Trinity Temple. This is a 2-day conference. It will be November 7th and 8th. That is a Friday and a Saturday. Again, this conference is open up to everybody and it's free. And then it will be, sorry, they threw this one on the spur of me at the moment. And then if you can't make it on Friday night, you can still more than welcome to just show up on Saturday if you'd like to. And then,
so what's the focus of the conference?
Just if you feel like you have questions about your faith or just life in general, and they're getting Caleb Rowland to come down and speak. He's in Oklahoma right now. He has a church. His dad used to previously be the worship pastor at Trinity Temple, Larry Rowland.
Okay.
He's going to be come down and leading the conference. And then just people that feel like they just struggling with their faith or just questions about the Bible or just life in general, just coming and having those questions answered. And then you can register for the event on Trinity Temple's Facebook. There's, like I said, I don't know a whole lot about it, but there's more information about the event that's posted on the Trinity Temple Facebook page, and you can register there and you can just find out more out about this event.
Okay.
And then finally, the last event that I have is that we are hosting a youth conference January 9th and 10th. It's a little bit ways out there, but a bunch of churches are coming together. A bunch of different youth groups are coming together to host a youth conference. That'll be Friday and Saturday, January 9th and 10th. And that will be free for students. And that will be for students 6th through 12th grade. And then, like I said, it'll be a free event. And then we'll be talking more about that. And students can find more information for that on the Instagram page, because that's where the kids are at these days, not Facebook.
Yeah.
On the Unleashed Student Conference page on Instagram. So yeah, and that's all I have.
Awesome. So
he got that done,
So
didn't he?
what other? Do you know what all churches are participating in that youth?
There's a handful of churches that are so far right now that we have Trinity Temple, we have Catalyst, we have First Baptist, we have West Main, we have the Methodist Church, and then any other church that would like to help out and work with it. I mean, it's not. We're not tying it down to just those churches. Anyone else that would like to help out and volunteer. And then I know we're waiting on some other people to see if they jump in and stuff like that. And
Great.
Oh, and then the student conference, it'll be held at Harvest Fellowship. That's where it'll be at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
At Harvest. Okay. Awesome. Well, that sounds really neat.
Yes.
It's great.
I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah.
So I learned something.
So, well, that's awesome, man. I'm so glad you came in and shared that with us. And so anything else you got, Nancy? Like,
Yes.
what's going on in the world of?
I just want to say on Halloween, that is a very busy time in Artesia. Lots of kids running around. We all know that.
Yeah.
Please don't drink and drive.
Yeah. That's.
There's been one fatality, not here in Artesia, but in Carlsbad in the past, and we don't want to see that happen again. And it was all because of a drunk driver.
Yeah.
So please leave the alcohol at home. Don't even start, and take care of your kids and make sure you're watching them. A lot of kids running back and forth are excited. They're happy. Stay with the kids.
Yeah, and there's, there may not be as much this year because there might be a whole lot of confusion between the October 25th downtown trick-or-treating.
Yes.
There's a football game actually on Halloween night. So November 1st will be the actual trick-or-treat night around town. And who does what on what nights, who knows what's going to happen with it this year.
So we've got more days than one to be careful.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So living out of town now, nobody's coming trick-or-treat at my place.
I have never had a trick-or-treater
out on the highway.
at my house, ever. So if one of them knocked on my door, I don't know what they would get.
Oh,
It wouldn't be a coal, because I don't use coal, but yeah. It's...
yeah, that's so, and it makes, absolutely, it's like, we like to celebrate holidays, and a lot of people like to imbibe during those celebrations. But out on the streets is a dangerous place to be, anytime. But definitely on Halloween, we got kids, because they just assume the streets are shut down, so they just start running everywhere.
Last year, we went over to my son's house, my daughter and the kids, and she got so excited. Here she is, her age, and she was so excited about handing the candy out, because she looks at me and she says, "Mom, I've never seen this."
Yeah.
Because we didn't have trick-or-treaters out there, and we didn't come into town.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, Mom's kind of a failure here.
No.
No. She
yeah.
was so excited. She had so much fun. I thought, this is the way it should be. It's everybody having fun.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to stay safe.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's great. So what's your plans for Halloween there, Randall?
We have that kids carnival Thursday.
You're gonna have it Thursday night,
Thursday, October 30th, because with the football game and all that, it makes it. So we feel like that's a good date to do that.
Yeah.
And then my parents do celebration. I just hand out candy.
You just hand out candy. So
hopefully it's warmer.
Yeah.
I don't like when it's cold, just sitting there in a chair handing out candy.
At least everybody will be dressed in the right color, all right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, orange and black. Isn't that Halloween colors?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Everybody dresses for Halloween on
football game.
Pretty much all year round around this place.
Who's playing?
So,
Who are they playing that day?
That ought to be Mayfield.
Yeah, Mayfield.
Yeah, Mayfield. Last regular district play of the year. So, yeah. But awesome. So, what all is coming out to the kids event? You said just bring the canned food for the cakewalk.
That's the only thing that you need to bring. It's a free event, and then we'll have games for the kids to play where they can win candy, like a free throw shot, cornhole, gaga ball, throwing the darts and popping balloons, like ping pong toss, all sorts of different games where they can be able to win candy. And then I forgot, we'll have a hayride too that'll bring the kids around. And then we'll have a fire pit with s'mores and different stuff like that. But the only thing that you actually need to bring is cans. For the cakewalk, and then like I said, you bring 2 cans, that'll get you 5 tickets. The more cans you bring, the more tickets you get to be entered into the cakewalk.
Yeah.
And then we'll take those cans and then give them out in our food boxes and stuff like that to people in need.
Do you have an age limit on that?
No, there's no age limit.
Okay. The kids dressing up?
Yeah, they're more than welcome to dress up if they want to. If that's not their thing, then they can just show up in regular clothes. But they're more than welcome to dress up.
Awesome.
So the older kids, I'm thinking about Saphira.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah,
she's more than okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right. Yeah.
Well, that's great. So, we appreciate you guys coming in and letting us know about all that. So, all right. Well, thank you so much for coming.
I think I've got it all.
You think you got everything? There's a lot going on
There's
there.
a lot going on.
Yeah.
Busy.
All right. Well,
That's okay.
thank you so much, and I appreciate it. Hope it's a huge success for you
Yes.
guys. So,
Oh,
all right.
it usually is really, really busy.
Good.
I did the whole thing for about 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
and I finally thought, I'm getting too old for this.
Yeah.
But we were doing it at the gym at that time.
Oh, yeah.
Hand it off to the
While
kids.
you were a kid.
Yeah.
Hand it off
So-
to the people that have the energy.
There you go. All right. Well, thank you all so much, and have a wonderful week.
You
and God
Appreciate
bless.
it. You too. Thank you.
Supporting Artesia General Hospital means supporting our community. Renewing the mill levy keeps healthcare close to home with state-of-the-art technology, hospital upgrades, and expanded services that benefit every Artesia family. From surgery and women's health to local jobs, your yes vote makes the real difference. Vote yes to renew the Artesia General Hospital mill levy and keep quality care right here at home. Learn more at artesiageneral.com/2025-mill-levy.
October is Truck Month, and Carlsbad Chevrolet has unbelievable deals on a great selection of hard-working trucks that keeps southeastern New Mexico going strong. Get 2.9% APR for 72 months on 2026 Silverado 1500, 3.9% for 60 months plus no payments for 90 days on 2025 Silverado 3500 HD, or 1.9% for 60 months and no payments for 90 days on 2026 Equinox. Save big during Truck Month at Carlsbad Chevrolet, 2155 South Canal.
At First American Bank, we champion for you and your small business. Our dedicated business banking team offers you individualized financial solutions, lending expertise, innovative products, and personal attention. Our goal is to help you be ready for your next opportunity. Let us be your partner in growth and success, because when you succeed, we do too. First American Bank, your local first community bank since 1903. Equal housing lender.
Looking to start, continue, or complete your higher education journey? Join the more than 6,000 fellow Greyhounds on their journey to student success. Eastern New Mexico University offers the most affordable higher education degree in the Southwest, and New Mexico residents can go to school tuition-free with the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship. With online or in-person degrees, ENMU is the right choice for you. For more information, visit enmu.edu. ENMU, student success. That's what we're about.
Family owned and operated for 4 generations, Forest Tire is here to service all your tire needs day and night. With your busy travel schedule, what you need is a tire that can keep up. Like the exceptionally long-lasting Michelin Defender tire with an 80,000-mile warranty and the safety you expect. You can lose track of time and focus on what really matters. For all your tire needs, brakes and alignments too, Forest Tire Company is a friend you can always count on. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
Looking to buy or sell a home in Artesia? Trust the team that knows this town best. Lois Oliver Real Estate. With years of local experience and a dedicated group of expert agents, we're here to guide you every step of the way. Whether you're finding the perfect place for your family or getting the best value when it's time to sell, Lois Oliver Real Estate is your hometown advantage. Visit LoisOliverRealEstate.com and let's get started today, because no one knows Artesia like we do, and we love it here.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin and Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
Wouldn't you love more quality family time? But everyone has their noses in their phones and tablets. With PVT Experience IQ, you can enjoy screen-free family time. Pause all internet-connected devices to enjoy a board game or talk around the dinner table. With Experience IQ in the PVT Connect IQ app from PVT in Southeast New Mexico, you can enjoy more family time. Visit the PVT website at pvt.com to find out if you can get PVT Internet.
Friday night it was late and I was walking you home. We got down to the gate and I was dreaming of the night. Oh, what a turnout night.
All right, Artesia, we got a few minutes left in the hour, so I thought I'd just take a few moments, close it out back where we began in Scripture. You know, I talked a little bit about what I did this weekend with the No Kings protest, and the point I was trying to get across is simply this to people: we do have a king. We do have a king. Christ sits on a throne. Christ rules over the world. He has all authority in heaven and on earth. And he proclaims that all the nations will come to him. Every knee will bow. And so if we're sitting in this place where we look at our earthly rulers, we look at our earthly magistrates, is what Scripture calls them, right? The leaders of a nation. And they're not ruling justly. We do have a requirement to call them out. We have a requirement to point them back to the law. We have a requirement to point them back to what Leviticus says: you shall do no injustice in court, you shall not be partial to the poor or defer to the great, but in righteousness shall you judge your neighbor. Now, it's always interesting because people, Scripture says not to judge anyone. It says just to love your neighbor, right? And we've extrapolated that concept and that precept given to us by Christ to that loving someone is never judging them. But here we go right to the text where it originally arises from. You scroll down to Leviticus 18. You shall not take vengeance or bear a grudge against the sons of your own people, but you shall love your neighbor as yourself. Same passage, same section of Scripture. Judge your neighbor in righteousness, and at the same time love your neighbor. So how do we reconcile this concept of judging and loving in the same sense? It's unloving to judge your neighbor according to your precepts. It's unloving to say, I won't judge anyone for anything, because that's not righteousness. We are to call one another to righteousness at all times. That's what the Scriptures tell us. God's law is supreme over all. And we should be calling each other to that standard, regardless of what side politically you're on. At one time, I think you could say you could be any party and be a Christian, but I think we've come to a point where there's a massive lack of righteousness on one side of the aisle, and it needs to be called. It needs to be judged. Laws need to be enforced, and we need to live according to these precepts of absolute or objective truth and goodness. As you walk through the day, I just encourage you, look to God's law, understand your life and your behavior through it. Pull the plank out of your own eye before you pull out before you try to help your brother with this splinter. That's how we have to live. All right, Artesia, have a great week.
This is KSVP and K229 AS Artesia.